Noxian soldiers came in and began to discuss with you, essentially, future plans, what you guys were up to, and then they dropped the, Daedra and Nyx have both been specifically requested to meet with the Grand General Swain from Noxus, one of the 3 rulers of the entire nation. And that's exactly where we stopped off. All of you are in the room. A couple of you came, like Gideon came to talk something completely different, and now he's kind of thrown in all this as well. And Finian got told he was currently being scryed on by an unknown source.
You're welcome. You're welcome for that.
Thank you.
Detect magic, yo. I'm super cool.
And that's how we ended. We ended with the Noxian soldier looking and pointing at Nyx and Daedra and saying, you two, I believe, have been requested a presence by the Grand General Swain.
Nyx
would
is
be
still
advised
hiding
to,
behind Wandrin, so she's just hoping they're pointing at Wandrin and not her.
He's actively like leaning really far to the side to try to point at you.
She's just avoiding eye contact at all costs. Like, oh wow, what a beautiful ceiling.
Tania is maintaining intense eye contact.
I don't suppose he mentioned what it was about, or did he just say he wanted to see us? By name?
Afraid that's above my pay grade. He just told me the name and a brief description of you two.
Well, there's lots of. All right.
There's lots of world-renowned singers known by the following pedal. No, I don't believe it's more than what.
All right. Yeah, you got me there. Stop by. Well, stop by. Sure.
He'll
Nyx is going. I'll
I
follow.
want to go. I'm scared.
Oh, thank you.
he'll bring out a large map and put it on the table. The journey shouldn't take too terribly long. 2 weeks, maybe 3 if trouble arises. I cannot force you to go, of course, but I can offer a couple of my own men to travel with you if you would like an escort. If not, that is fine as well.
Hear me out. We kill him and loot the bodies.
But yeah, he points. I can offer you a small group of my own men to go with you, but if you wish to go by yourself or not go at all, he'll just give a shrug. It's above my pay grade to force you.
Interesting.
And what happens if we meet someone who is their pay grade?
He gives this a really like monotone like shrug. He's like, "Why force you?"
Yes.
Understandable.
It doesn't really sound optional, does it?
This sounds
A
like
lot
the
of things
option that
are
we
with
don't
Nyx.
really have, but you're giving us
Well,
to me.
I mean, how often
So nice.
do you get the chance to meet one of the rulers of a nation anyway? I mean, think of it as a great opportunity. You know, making connections, networking.
I met
all
King
that
Jarvan
jazz.
once. He was
I
quite
don't
rude.
think he's very nice, is he? Is he nice? History check? Is he nice?
Roll a history
Right?
check.
Yeah.
Have you ever been near I'm gonna say disadvantage.
What? Disadvantage history check?
Yep.
Okay. The 19.
Alright.
Big rolls. Hold on, where it's an 8. Alright, well, I did roll well. Plus 3, 12. 12 on my history check. Is he nice?
I mean, surely he's not. I mean, he's kind of racist, so he probably is not that nice.
Okay.
I think you guys are
Racist.
talking about 2 different people, aren't you? I feel like
Jarvan?
he's talking about Jarvan and then he's talking about Swain.
Oh, I'm talking about Swain. History check
Oh.
on is Swain nice.
Oh! Yeah, I was talking about driving. With a 12, you haven't heard too much about Swain. He's like the strategist. You know he's definitely in charge of the current conquest. So he's probably not the nicest guy, as he is raiding and killing a lot of people.
Oh, so he's
Right.
this dread.
The killer.
I make a history check on Swain.
Make a history check on Swain. Also a disadvantage.
I'll make a history check on Swain too.
Let's go.
I'll
You-
make a history check
Finian,
on
you do not get
Swain.
disadvantage. Finian, you're the only one who wouldn't have disadvantage.
Yeah, nerds.
Wait,
I got a
wait,
9.
Hayden.
Got a 9. You've been sentient for not long enough to know who Swain really is.
Hayden,
I
Nyx
know
would
the
have
name,
no
not
clue,
the
would
man.
she?
Nyx would have no clue.
Yeah, 4.
Can I roll just to feel included?
Tania, Tania, I don't think you know what Nox is.
So here's the thing, the worst part is that my other die roll was an 18.
Oh no.
Yeah, Yeah, mine was a 19 too, but I had disadvantage for whatever reason.
This is why Kate
got a
doesn't
13.
want to roll the world solo.
13?
She-
Yeah, you're kind of on the same lines as Deja, where he's the tactician. You've heard rumors of some of his exploits. She's effective, but to be effective, you got to be a little not very merciful to be effective. So he's probably kind of
Mercy.
All I know is that
Hey,
everyone
Hayden?
doesn't like him in Demacia.
What's up?
Hayden, I know that Nyx has no clue, but I rolled a 4. I just wanted to feel included, so
Okay.
do with that information what you want.
You think Noxus is an empire? You think?
Okay.
If not mistaken.
If you're not mistaken, you think
Noxus
Noxus is
is
a
a
place.
person.
Alright, yeah, but he'll just look. He's like, well, when I say I can't force you, we have our own objective, and forcing you would not be beneficial to anyone involved. But it is true. If you guys deny Swain, we'll probably send more people to come get you.
It is your own objective, anyway.
It really sounds like we have to go. It sounds like it's not optional. You're saying it's optional doesn't really feel like it's optional. It feels like we have to go.
Again, I repeat, it feels like the option that you're only giving to sound nice.
Oh, shrug.
Yes.
He just shrugs.
Alright.
But that's
I think we should
not
go.
your job to worry about either.
He's not.
Otherwise, there's no benefit.
The
Nix.
benefit is he doesn't kill us. I don't trust him. I rolled a 12. I don't know.
Nix, if anything happens, I'll protect you. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
She will nod very scaredly, but you can tell she appreciates it.
We'll go together, Nyx. You want to talk to both of us? You won't have to go alone.
She looks very uneasy about everything.
Right.
Well, should we go then? Or do we still need to say anything to the mayor? Mayor.
I think you got it.
The accent is
That's
not acting
British.
today, boys.
Oh, look at you. Would you like me to inform my men to get ready to leave, or would you like to go by yourself?
I think my friend here would prefer to go without your escort.
What's one vote for no?
Homicide plan is not underway.
Well, it could be beneficial to have a couple extra people with us, no?
Homicide.
Well, if they make Nyx uncomfortable, I suppose it's alright if they stay back.
I'll just look around. If there's no objections, he'll nod his head.
Homicide.
Very well,
Yeah,
and he'll hand the map out to whoever would take it. The map has
Also,
a
where's
detailed route.
Tenya? Where did you go?
From my perspective, I'm still there.
There's two chains. Oh, there. Oh God. There he is. Yeah. So he'll hand whoever would take it a map with a route tracked along it to Demacia, and then a large envelope with a crest with a red raven on it, and I'll hand it to you and be like, this should get you immediate access. No guards should mess with you when they ask questions, but as long as you have this and will wave the letter, they should let you in. Besides, Swain probably knows how close you are anyways. Kind of sees a lot of things.
Ah,
Interesting.
that's who's scrying.
That he would say that after I found somebody watching our party member last session. Is that foreshadowing? Felt like foreshadowing right there.
I don't think it is. I don't think it's Wayne watching. Vinny.
He's
like
watching.
Santa Claus.
He thinks you're really pretty. He's got a big fat crush on
sorry.
Phineas.
He's just being stalked.
Finian's coming! Yay! Swain's the town mayor will speak up. Oh yeah, if you were leaving and he's gonna reach under and grab a large sack of coins, like you better not go empty-handed. Bring this to I forget her name. The person with the horse. You're gonna look at the town guard who sells the horses, and she's gonna give a long sigh, and I believe it was Harper. And he's like, yes, go to Harper. Should be able to. The town will sponsor a horse or two, and afraid that's all we can do right now. We don't have much, but you saved us is the least we can do. And she's gonna hand over a large sack of coins, specific to buy horses for you guys.
Nice.
Tanya
Thank you.
is just going to like slowly rotate her head to like stare at Wandrin, and then look back
I'm
at the
not
mayor.
sure the horses will be useful for all of us, but it'll save some energy.
Thank you. That's very kind of you.
You gotta kill the horse.
Well, perhaps you can just walk alongside the cart then. You don't have to sit in it. I
That
fear you
was
might
what
break
I
it.
was thinking. Definitely.
You could just like carry the horse and like pet it as like an emotional support animal.
Emotional support, Boney.
All right, but if there's nothing else you'd like to talk to, the map is yours. Do as you wish.
Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na.
Well, do you guys want to set out this
Wanderings.
afternoon?
Wanderings, where did he go?
Okay.
Wandering?
Do
He died.
Wandering
There he is.
action
He's
dash.
dead.
Sean.
Action dash. He's out of here.
Are there windows in the room?
Yes.
Oh no.
Oh, good.
How high? Are we on like the second floor
You're on
or?
the second story, yeah. So you're a solid like 10, 15 feet above the ground.
Jump,
You can make it.
Jump, jump, jump.
Are they windows that can be opened?
Probably.
no.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Cool. I'm gonna go to a window that's facing the town and then try and open it.
Easy enough. It just comes undone. There's a little latch.
All right, everyone. Well, I guess I'll see you at the eastern gate at maybe a couple hours afternoon. Toodles, and I'm just going to go out the window.
I'm just gonna look at the rest of you. Does he always do that?
We're not sure.
No, but apparently that's how we're
Exactly
leaving.
Rafters, windows. I'm seeing a pattern here.
I think I'll take the front door if that's all the same. Thanks.
Please do.
Please.
I'm-
I go to windows and I follow.
Josh, all right.
You just left me!
Tanya, do you have slow fall yet?
No, but I figure that I'm
Both
just
of
doing
you?
some math in my head of like half of my length will still be in the room when I'm like 6 feet down.
Both
And
of you can
then-
roll dexterity saving throw.
Oh my gosh.
I'm also raging to block fall damage.
He's
Ah.
screaming as he
Wandering.
jumps out the window.
Wandering, I was hiding behind you! You just left me!
I'm sorry, I forgot about that.
You just
thought
left
this
her,
would
she's
be
just
funny.
looking around. Wait, who's big that
So-
she can hide behind now?
Well, you have there's a
I got
I
a
got a
nat
13.
1.
Shut up.
It's definitely
A nat 1. Oh boy. Both of
it's
you.
just spinning in Daedra in there.
What'd you
Neither
get?
of them
What'd you
are
get, Wandering?
13.
14. Okay. Wandering, you already take half because you're raging, so you'll take a fourth of the damage because you'll have to have.
Your
Tanya
fall is
fails
broken.
miserably. Tanya, you fling
I
yourself
mean-
out of the window, and as Wandering goes out, he kind of pushes the rest of your body out, completely dislodging you, and you just fall and faceplant. You take 5 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh my
Wandering,
gosh.
that's halved twice. You take 1 point.
Alright.
Uh,
Worth it.
Nyx is going to
Think
hide
it's
behind
all right.
Finian this time as
Like-
they leave.
There is Gideon, but Gideon
Wandering?
is
Oh,
also not
Gideon.
actually here.
Gotcha.
Daedra's
Yes?
like kind of trying to cover Nyx with her skirt as they leave,
She appreciates
like a
it.
mom. She's like,
Very, very
We'll be going.
unsuspicious
Yep,
ladies.
very. The captain of the guard has already seemed to turn to other manners, as he'll kind of wave a hand and be like, "Safe travels." I just went back to the mayor and town guard.
Nyx is going to
I
whisper
need to go back
oh,
to
sorry.
the inn to get my thing.
Nyx is going
So
to
can go
whisper
work on
to.
the
Oh,
horses.
sorry. I'm so sorry. You guys are kind of lagging, so I'm not meaning to interrupt. I'm sorry.
That's my bad.
Oh, you're totally good. Go for it.
I'll just say I can take care of the horses. Nyx, you joining?
Sure.
This is essentially an out of character. This is essentially your last rest stop before the actual journey begins. So any things you'd like to purchase, like supplies, traveling equipment, any of that sort of thing, this would be the place to do it. As after this, we go into traveling mode.
Cool.
How much gold do we have?
I don't think we
That's a
did.
lot of gold.
We didn't do you, did we? Because everybody started off with a specific amount of gold based off their backstory. I don't know if we ever did yours, did we? I'm gonna, you know,
I
we're
did
gonna,
mine.
we're gonna do a little funny. I'm gonna roll for both of you. You both don't have a reason to have a whole lot of money, but we'll see what you guys get.
I have a lot of money.
She
What
has
do you
a lot
guys
of
want?
Christ.
Yeah,
How much
lot of
gold
money.
did you get as reward?
That's true. You also got gold for Rue.
I forgot to write that down.
Oh, how much? gold
Yeah,
was
I
that?
got 10 gold from that.
Well, weren't we gonna? Did we get gold for the gnolls?
It was three.
Yeah.
3 a
Yeah.
year, right?
Yeah, it was 3 a year, and he gave you. I should have wrote that down. I'm kind of stupid because he gave you a little extra because none of you guys actually harvest any of the years, so you just kind of assumed how many you killed. And
Did
I
I
believe he
not
gave you. I think he
write
gave you
it
like
down and
I'm pretty sure he gave you extra. He gave you 300 coins.
Each?
okay.
Ooh. Ooh.
No, 300 coins total for your group.
Oh, okay.
And then I'm gonna. All right, Tania, you start off with 25 gold. Wandering, you start off with 50 gold. I rolled for it.
All right.
Yeah.
How many
50
party
used.
members do we have?
There's 6 of us, but we should have it. We should have it. We should have a party fund as well. I think we talked about this last time. I don't remember.
I think.
I
Okay.
remember it. It's been a while.
Consider the following:
Considering.
the paladin is like was part of his own group when this was happening. So for now, we should split 6 ways and have the remaining 50 go into the party fund. And if the paladin joins us,
I'll keep track of the party fund. You said 50 to the party fund then?
yes.
Okay. And then 50 to us each.
We each get 50?
Then he gave us extra to. Oh, no,
Yeah.
he didn't.
By the way, Nyx has never held this much. He is still in shock.
Nyx is filthy rich.
Yeah,
now,
very
obviously.
rich.
Did you say you were going to the shop, Finian?
Yeah, the horse's supplies will be needing a lot.
Could you do me a favor while you're there? Could you pick me up a bow and some arrows? And she's gonna toss her gold pouch to you.
Is that
It's heavy. My gold pouch is heavy.
He's a
all
little
of my-
shocked when he catches it. He's like, oh,
Nyx is going to go. Oh,
is that all gold?
You don't need it.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah,
If you need anything else, you can, feel free to spend what you need.
Gotcha.
Nyx is
Alright.
going to go up to Daedra and whisper, okay, how are we going to get out of this one?
Listens to me. I am an expert at talking my way out of things I don't want to do. You'll be fine. She didn't say that last part. That
Okay,
was
okay,
just me.
She still seems uncertain. I was kind of expecting you to be like, okay, let's just run. But she's like, okay.
Well, unfortunately, I don't think it's a wise idea to avoid him, considering he is a very powerful man, and if he does decide to hunt us down, I don't think we would do well against an entire army. So, we will go, we will speak, we will be cordial, and then we will leave very quickly after, and hopefully never have to see him again. Thoughts?
She's
Feelings?
she's
Opinions?
going to whisper, I can't go back to Noxus.
I'm sorry, back to Noxus. Is that what you just said? Did I clock that?
Yes. Is that for your notes? Or I didn't know if that was in character or not, so I didn't know how to respond. I'm sorry.
What?
Oh, I'm sorry.
What?
The accent. It's the accent. Just doing the accent for fun now.
Would it make you feel better if we had like as a backup plan to trade Finian and his twinkness for our freedom?
Listen up, friend.
Oh my gosh.
I believe that's called slavery and usually illegal.
If you're worried
No.
about going into Noxus, perhaps we could figure something out. But I what if I promise you that you won't have to stay there?
She'll think about it for a few moments before nodding. That'll work. She seems very scared.
I swear it then. You don't have
It's
to
not
stay.
like
in
many
Noxus.
people could stop me from leaving with you.
I guess that's true.
Okay, but this is the cap. We would be heading to like the capital of a large empire, specifically the shady one. I don't know if you can actually uphold that promise.
They're all the shady
Like-
one.
Like I said, I can talk my way out of anything. Trust me, a little. Jeez. Can a bard do the thing? Laptop's dying. Can you figure out how to plug it in for me? Thank you.
She's still
So you take the plug, you put one end into the wall and the other end into the
Bleeding in
computer, and then it should be charging.
All right. Well, if being a
working.
if it's the power of
I thought
being a bard that will see us through, then I have an idea. Tania immediately just like starts walking away, looking for somewhere to buy an
Oh
instrument.
gosh.
No, it's alright. Okay, well, I need to go get my manager and tell him where we're going, and also collect my things from the tavern. I'm gonna go. Finian, get me a bow and whatever Nyx wants, and then I'm gonna go.
Alright. Well,
Tania, go ahead and roll an investigation or perception check to try to find a place to sell a boat.
Oh, thank
Maybe
not
you're
a bow,
still-
an instrument.
Oh yeah, an instrument. That's what I meant. I was thinking bow. You're right.
All right. I'm so glad it's perception because again, -2 intelligence modifier.
You're so
Tania
smart,
wants to rule the
though.
world, has no idea how.
But you're so smart.
That's why she wants a wizard as a companion. Okay, I got 18.
18. Easy enough to find. You look around and you're seeing there are a variety of shops here. It's a decently sized little town, and you'll find one called the 5 and Dime General Store. And you should they'll probably have something. It is over here with this dude over here.
The snake quest dun dun. We're going across the map. I gotta use the arrow keys to do the little steps because it's fun. Dun, dun, dun.
Guys, I've lost.
I'm going to dramatically burst through the door and announce, I require an instrument.
As you burst through the door, there's a very tired-looking man at the front. I'll kind of look up, look back down, look back up, grab a cup of coffee, down the whole thing. You said it. I'm so sorry. How may I help you? Snake person?
Do you sell instruments or know where I could buy one?
We'll scratch his head over. I have some real basic ones, like some lutes or a flute or two. Want more specific ones? You probably have to get it custom made. I don't know if we have anything too specific around here. He'll walk down one of the aisles and look, and you will see there's a bunch of really basic instruments, like your really basic like ukulele style instruments.
I know
A
how
flute,
to
a small
play
drum.
anything in like the viol family, and that's about it. So
You'll probably be able to find one, yeah.
okay, something that's got like a stringed instrument with a bow. I can do one of those. Okay.
Cool.
Cool.
I mean, maybe this one, and he'll put you to the veal family.
Fiddle?
Yes. Viol. No, viol as in violin without the
Yeah.
ion.
So yeah, he'll pick up like it's got with you probably know what it is, like a large lute. It's like I believe this would fit the description you're looking for, and hand it over to you.
You know what? Close enough. Thank you. Pulls out like 30 gold, drops in his hand, and then just takes the instrument and leaves.
His eyes will widen at the amount of gold. And, okay. And I'll walk back with no. Sweet, you gave him the nice little tip.
Because once upon a time she saw a veal on... That was the price tag she saw once upon a time. And we're just... So that's what she's giving him.
Perfect. All right.
He didn't. The mayor didn't point out where the stalls were.
He did not.
Right?
Nope.
I'm grabbing my bag of stuff from the tavern and then trying to head back over to
I
Nick's.
appreciate you
That is
so
easy.
much.
Yeah.
You're the best.
Speak to Christopher.
They'll walk into the town square. He's like, all right,
Go
stalls.
ahead and roll a perception or investigation check.
Well, will he get a roll with advantage since I'm helping?
If you'd like to help him, you may roll with
Okay.
advantage.
I'm gonna help you, Finian.
Okay. Oh, thank you. 24.
Ooh, nice.
24. As you scan these buildings and stalls, and you in the distance you hear a really faint whinny of a horse, and you'll know it is down in this direction over here.
Okay. Well, first item on the list is
Hayden.
horses. Huh? What's up? Sorry.
Hayden, has Nyx ever seen a horse? Probably.
Yeah, you've seen horses.
Yeah. Okay. Gotcha.
Well,
Tanya's gonna just wander around playing her instrument until she finds a party member.
I'm gonna go
Roll,
speak.
roll performance check. I really want to see what this does.
Gotta find my manager.
I'm so
Yes, we'll go
excited.
with
Okay,
Tanya's bar down here.
performance,
Where he at?
I got a 10.
10. It's okay. It's you at least know how to play it. Maybe not like a song, but you're. It's not terrible.
It's a little different than what I'm
It's
used to, okay?
Yep. Fair enough.
So,
Fair enough.
as soon as I find a party member, I'm just going to slither behind them, playing like background music, trying to like come up with a theme song for each one of them.
That is fantastic. You'll probably find Finian.
Not very
Wait, which one are you slithering behind right now?
Probably find
Finian.
Yeah, you probably find
Vivian,
Baldwin
okay.
going toward the group pretty easily, so you can find him. And Daedra, you said you're at the tavern.
Yes, I'm looking for what's his face.
Christopher?
Christopher, right? Is that his
Yep.
name?
Yep, Christopher. You walk in and he's currently at the bar talking with the barkeeper. And I look around like, oh, there you are. Oh, I was worried sick.
Oh, the mayor wanted to talk this morning about yesterday and everything.
That makes sense. That makes sense. Well, I've been talking with the barkeeper. You did your performance last night, but if you would like, we can do an official one tonight. If you would prefer, or we can just move on. You know, either way.
Right, about that. It sounds like we're going to be taking a little trip to Noxus.
He's gonna like open up his ledger, be like a little trip to, and he's gonna pause and look back up to Noxus.
Yes.
Why?
I've been called. Perhaps
You've
Swain
been-
is a big fan of mine.
His eyes are gonna widen. You've been called by Swain.
Yes. He likes music, I suppose.
He's gonna start flipping through his notes. Like, well, that's that's great. Do
Perhaps
you
we
know?
can do a show while we're there. Oh,
Do you know who Swain is? I don't think we've talked about Noxus too much.
well, you see, I rolled a 12.
He's gonna kind of like put his like
Oh, no.
furrow his brow and like rub his temples a little bit. He's like, Swain is not the type of person I believe to call a bard to across the continent, regardless of their skill. I don't think he's one that cares for music per se.
He called me, and I don't know what he would really want me for, if not a song.
He's looking
That's all
more
I
and more
got.
confused. He's like, how do you know who told you that you were called?
Ooh, the not-seeing guards at the mayor's office. You missed a lot sleeping. You really should have woken up earlier if you wanted to know all this information. Could have came with us and talked to them.
He's just blank eye staring at you. But I need to send some letters, and he's gonna start frantically writing down letters to different towns, saying like, I don't think we're gonna be able to make it.
Well, perhaps we can do shows along the way, or maybe one in Noxus. I don't know. Do they like me in Noxus? I don't think I've ever been there. Have we been there?
Well,
DM?
You have not been to Noxus, no, but he will. I'm sure we could get some business. Noxians come to Piltover every here and there, and I mean, there's like anybody else. They seem to enjoy it, so we could probably. He's actively like he looks like he's sweating a little bit. He's like, why does Swain? Oh no. All right, I'm gonna make some calls. I don't. If he wanted to kill you, you'd probably be dead. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you.
Well, that wasn't very encouraging, Christopher. Pack your things. We have to go to Noxus. Go.
No, it wasn't meant to be encouraging. He's kind of freaking out. Like, okay, I'll get everything packed up. I'm gonna send some letters. He's gonna like pacing back and forth, like, oh boy,
Do you need a drink? You seem tense.
I need more than one drink. And he's gonna go to the bartender and order a couple of drinks.
He's gonna be
Well,
completely
just
drunk.
put it on my tab, and I'm gonna go collect the others, and I'll see you later.
You should just buy the whole bottle.
Ice 2 bottle. Alright, but yeah, you can grab anything you would wish to, and he'll pack up the rest of your gear. You do have a decent bit of gear. One thing I kind of mentioned it in the first session, but we never really focused on it. You do have a very, very small cart already that you've been using to transport all your stuff that you normally hire people at the town to push and pull for you. So you do have a very, very small cart. It's not big enough for like a person to be in. It really is like a little wagon sort of cart that you can put all your instruments and gear in.
Oh, well, perhaps we'll need something a bit bigger for everyone to...
Most likely.
Okay. I will add a cart to the list and head on out to see if I can find my party members at the store.
Alright, we'll go back over to Finian and Pals as you guys walk in. There's a young elven lady at the front desk, and she looks up and she kind of perks up. She's like, oh, hello. Hi, how may I help you?
Here to purchase some horses. The mayor, he said that he had previously arranged some horses.
He gave you money to purchase them, so
Okay,
he
yeah.
gave you a large sack of gold meant to purchase the horses.
Okay, yeah, here to purchase some horses. Possibility of a cart as well.
Her face is going to light up, and she's like, "Oh, glorious day!" And she's gonna like rush out and like, grab you by the hand and start leading you around to a large stable where you'll see like about 5 large horses. She's like, "Oh, nobody wants to buy the horses right. Nobody really wants to leave right now, so I don't get a whole lot of business." And she's gonna gesture at the horses like, "How many would you like?"
2. Right, is it 2 for a cart?
It's two horses are required to pull a large cart. Yes.
Okay, yeah. 2 and a cart along with it, please.
2 and a cart. Fantastic. And she's gonna start grabbing out some simple paperwork. She's like, you can take a pick between any of them you'd like. That one is a little older though, so I can't say I'd recommend it. You see a large gray stallion that is the one that she suggested to was a little older. You see a black one, a golden one, a brown, and 2 brown ones.
I want to play with the horses so bad.
Oh, I mean,
Javi!
Javi has arrived.
oh, welcome.
Welcome, Javi. But Finian, you'll look in the large sack that the town mayor gave you, and there's a solid 1,000+ pieces in there. As she takes the 2 horses, or you can either pick what 2 horses you'd like, and she's currently prepping a cart for you. And she's like, the cart is about, I believe, 800 credits, or not? Oh my gosh, credits! 800 gold, and the 2 horses go for about 200 each.
Right. Any recommendations? Maybe the best performing horses.
So she'll ponder and she'll stare. And she's like, well, the black one's the youngest. He's just old enough that you could probably carry the cart. And you probably get the most. I mean, he's the youngest, so he's the most fit. The white one, she's gonna kind of whisper as if she doesn't want the horse to hear. The white one has a bit of a temper. He doesn't like people that much. I can't get him to let me ride him. And she'll look at the other one. The brown ones are neither. That brown one, she's gonna point at one that's a little larger. It's like that one's like, if you were to put it in a party, that's the barbarian. He's strong. So if I had to recommend, I'd recommend the black one and the brown one personally.
All right, then we'll take those 2.
We'll kind of clap her hands together. Perfect. And she's gonna walk over and she's going to hand you the leads to the 2 horses. And then she'll wheel out the cart. And she's like, all right, so the total, that'll be about 1,200 gold pieces.
Okay. So it's about 1,000.
You haven't done the exact math. You can try to count them all if you would like, but there's a lot of gold in there.
Oh man.
Just
you
give
try
it
it
to
like?
them and see if she'll take it.
Tania volunteers to help with the math.
Thank you, but no thank you.
Okay, she goes back to playing like a romantic song for him in the background. Like, to be clear, this isn't her like trying to. This isn't played at him. This is for him. So, this is his theme music.
There's always that one character
Yep. And I love it.
whose main theme is just romantic.
Everyone upon his character.
Hey!
He's gonna just.
Hey, Longy, are you okay with these jokes?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Sorry, I didn't want to like I just didn't want you to be like assigned to Twink and upset about it.
But yeah, if you count the gold pieces, you have 1,100 in there, so you are 100 short.
All right, he'll give her those 1,100, and then he will take out 150 from his bag and 50 from Nature's massive bag that she gave.
How much are you taking out of there?
50.
50, okay. Just so I know for my ledger.
Perfect. All right. Well, then you can minus the gold from your character sheet, and you can add 2 horses and now a decently sized carriage. It has a little tarp top, so it can protect from at least simple weathers. And you purchase it. Easy enough to do. And she'll kind of shake your hand. She's like, "Thank you so much. I do treat them nice. Will you?"
course.
I'll try to.
She's gonna look over at one. She's like, "Oh, you're alive. Oh, you're kind of cool looking. Don't sit on them,
Thank
please.
you.
I think they might die."
That's what I was worried of.
So nods,
Don't
like,
worry, we were concerned about that as well.
So nod. Yes, yes, Betty.
Nyx wants to go say hi to the horses. She likes animals. Do I have to roll like an animal
Go
handling?
ahead and roll me an animal. Yeah, roll an animal handling for me.
Adding that to the lore, Nyx is a horse girl.
Oh my gosh, I got a
Writing
15.
that
Puts
down,
in
writing that down.
parentheses, not to
15?
be confused with a horse dash girl, which is like a snake girl. ...
No, of course not.
Oh my goodness.
Which one are you trying to go talk to?
Which one? Where there was a brown one and a what?
Pet.
There was
Brown
sorry,
one and a
one
black
more
one is the one you guys purchased.
time. She's gonna go say hi to the black one.
You walk over, and you've dealt with horses before. You start giving a nice little pet, and it'll look at you and give just a small whinny, and it seems to lean into your nuzzling a little bit. He seems to enjoy your company.
Aww.
You know, a
But
horse.
Then she wants to say hi to the other one to make sure he doesn't feel excluded.
Oh, of course. I mean, you gotta say hi to all of them. He'll do about the same reaction. Both these horses seem decently friendly with people.
Aww.
Maybe we'll ask the elven lady. Is there any like weapons shops, blacksmiths that we can purchase weapons from?
Oh yeah, of course. If you go down this road and to the center of the fountain, and you keep going down, you should be able to find him. He's pretty loud when he starts banging. I believe it is called. Let me look up the name for the shop. I believe it's called the Little Light Blacksmith. It's just down the road near the western gate. Just pointing down to here.
All right. Thank you, and best of luck to you.
You as well.
Get out of there.
Penny is gonna follow Finian, but like as she's leaving, she's gonna call over her shoulder at the shopkeep. He's single.
Flush red.
You cheeky snake.
She'll yell back, face fully red. I don't know how that was relevant.
Neither do I. He calls back.
All
Can I
right.
see if I find them?
Yes,
after I
I'd say you leave the tavern as they're walking back. Also, now they have a loud cart and horses, so they're easy to find. And wandering is also huge. Pretty easy
I'm
to
also
find.
not the most quiet.
Also, preferably not the most. Yeah, it's true.
Well, actually, I have a +5 to stealth, so.
Oh goodness.
The
Doesn't
stealth
matter.
rock.
Snake,
You can just pretend you're a rock. It works out really well.
snake musician cancels that out. I'm sorry.
That's true.
That's true.
And we can quickly hand over to Gideon. Javi, what you missed is they finished the conversation with the Noxian guard. They said they agreed to go to Noxus, and they're currently getting prepped for the journey. Is there anything you would like to do here? If Javi's actually here.
It might be important to note that their suggestion that we go did not seem actually like a suggestion, and more like someone will come for you if you don't, but you can choose not to.
They're just
Just go
not
hide in
paid enough
Demacia.
to like carry it out.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, hiding Demacia, that's an option. Ooh.
Javi, are you here?
Dear.
I suppose Javi's not here.
He's
Alright, we
dead.
can-
He's died.
Unlucky.
Rip.
Then we can go back to the rest of the group. As you walk down, and you can hear as you get close, you can hear the banging on an anvil. It's not the most quiet practice down here.
All right, let's head out.
Did you guys get nice horses?
Nyx
Well,
is gonna
it's
just
the best
nod
shot
and
they had apparently.
she sounds less scared than before. She's like, they're cute. Hayden, I just made me,
More
didn't I?
importantly, we got
Yeah.
the power of music. Holds up her
Oh.
instrument above her head.
Daedra looks at her lyre that's on her back to make sure it's still there, and then looks at Petunia and goes, "You know that I perform music."
Exactly.
living.
And you said that that's the plan to get us out of there. So I'm thinking more music. It's like the power of friendship. You add more friends and you win more.
I love
Why don't
banging.
we go back and buy 3 more loots?
By the way, the power of friendship is
Finian
like
suggested
step
that.
5.
That was Finian, not me.
Oh, you guys.
Genius.
I believe I can
Genius. Alright,
function as
everyone.
drums.
Do you guys
Yes,
play? I have instruments at the tavern if you guys needed some. You don't need to go buying them. Not this one. This one I use for magic, but there's other. I think I have a flute, and if you want a flute, Finian, can you play the flute?
The elusive and
Go get a
legendary.
little jester hat for when we go to Swain's court as well. That'd be great.
I think you'd find
Gideon's
that
moving.
amusing.
Javi,
Gideon?
Yes.
Oh.
Javi!
Javi, you alive?
Yes.
Nice. All right, Javi.
Javi, are you
I'll
okay?
just help you.
Are you okay, Javi?
Are you
Sorry,
good?
sorry.
Javi, are you
Gideon,
okay?
please-
Are you okay?
Okay,
Javi?
sorry. We were selling something, and one it just got sold, and now freaking they just told me the moment I woke up, like, hey, can you help us with this? Like, I just woke up.
Oh. No, you're totally fine. I don't know if you heard. All you missed was they talked with the Noxian guard, and agreed to go to Noxus. They denied an escort, and now we're currently shopping for supplies to get going.
Smart.
That's where the party's at. Yep, that's where the party's at. They already purchased horses, a carriage, and a loot for some reason.
What do you mean some reason? I have told you exactly why. It's to amplify the power of music, to amplify the power of friendship, which, as we all know, is like step 5 in Tania's plan to world domination.
What the fuck?
What about chronomancy, the most powerful magic of all?
Well, of course
I know
we're using
exactly what you're talking about.
Oh my gosh. It's not friendship.
Chronomancy.
Chronomancy!
Listen, I didn't say power of friendship was magic, just that it's a power.
Hmm.
Friendship is
I see.
friendship, magic is magic.
All right, but you approach the loud clanging blacksmith as you'll look up, and a young human man will look up like, oh, welcome in. Is there anything I can grab for you?
Let's get a glance at Daedra. You wanted a bow?
And Daedra dies. Dead
Daedra
forever.
died. Yeah.
Yes. Bows, famously known to be made of metal, the material with which blacksmiths work.
I was kind of waiting for it.
Oh. Shoot.
May also
As-
be a weaponsmith in total.
As you mentioned, Bo, he's gonna kind of scratch his head like, oh, I mean, I have arrows. I make arrows. I don't really
Then we will
handle
take
war.
arrows.
Wait, arrows?
Fantastic.
Hayden,
How many can I grab for you? Arrows. Yep.
check your personal messages when you can.
But yeah, so he'll scratch it out. I have a good bit of arrows. I can sell to you for 5 silver apiece.
I would like 2 arrows.
All right, that's 2 arrows. That's 1 gold piece then.
Actually, how much do daggers cost?
Oh, a dagger. The dagger's about 2 gold pieces.
How do you
Okay, well then I'll go with the arrows. These are cheaper. Holds
Sorry.
one in each hand and makes little stabbing motions.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, like scratch that. Like, I suppose you could stab with an arrow. Sure. Yeah. I mean, I ain't one to judge how you fight, and I'll hand you the 2 arrows. Go ahead and minus a gold from your character sheet.
Could I just get some arrows then, and I suppose I'll go find a bow.
Oh, of course. It's 5 silver per arrow. I'm making
Alright,
grub
how many do you have?
Go look at it. He has a large barrel just stocked full of arrows. Like, I don't count them per se, but I probably have like 50 in there.
Alright, I'll take them all.
Oh,
Oh, fantastic.
here's 2.
Here's 2.
Holds
Thanks,
2 out.
He
Okay, and she just like reaches into Daedra's wallet and takes the gold.
Help
What?
yourself. Sure.
He'll wheel over the barrel of 50 arrows. Oh, yeah. Yes, Nix?
Nyx is gonna, like, walk up to the counter and just whisper, do you have crossbow bolts?
Oh, yes, of course. And he'll, as he's wheeling over the barrel of arrows, he'll bring out a large pouch, just stock full of, or not pouch, like a little wooden chest full of crossbow bolts. These ones are, also, they're also 5 silver apiece, if I can get you some of these as well. Daedra, if you like the 50 arrows, you can minus 25 gold from your person.
Could I? Do you have a quiver as well, or is that something I'm gonna have to get at a different store?
Quiver, we do have. We had them brought in.
Okay.
Quiver
I'll
will
take
be
one of those as well.
one of those. 3 gold for the quiver.
3 gold for the quiver. So what was that total? 28 gold.
28 gold. Yep.
Hayden, how much,
And,
like... Oh,
yep.
sorry. I was gonna say,
No, I was
Nyx-
gonna ask you how much one.
so Nyx already has, 10 crossbow bolts, so would she, like, already have somewhere to keep them, you think?
Yeah, it's just a small pouch that you can keep around you.
Okay, how many arrows do you guys think I would
Okay, so-
need?
I just
You
bought
have-
50,
you
so
have-
I don't have to buy more.
Bailey, you have Eldritch Blast. I don't think you need.
You don't need it.
You don't need them. You should be Eldritch blasting.
But what if she
instead.
wants to hide? What if she wants to hide her magic?
True. It's true. Some
Yes,
crossbow bolts
that's
is never
true.
not. It's true.
You probably
Well,
only need like 10 more. Get like
Okay.
20 in total.
Yeah, I'll take 10. So how much gold
Perfect.
would that be?
That'd be 5 gold pieces, please. 5.
And she'll slip 5 gold
I
pieces
pull out
onto the
money and
counter.
give it to the man.
Oh. Oh, thank you.
No need, Nix. I have no need for the money.
He'll nod and give you a big smile and slowly scoop up the gold. Like, well, it's been a pleasure. Is there anything else I can grab for you?
We also need supplies, guys. Is there a place we can buy supplies in town?
What sort of supplies are you looking for?
A bow.
Bows.
Oh.
Yeah. But also like
Salty.
If I'm not
Food.
mistaken, food.
food,
like
maybe stuff to like camp. I don't know. go to
traveling
camp.
supplies. That'll probably be at the 5 and Dime General Store. It's just if you go to the main fountain, it's right there. You can't miss it. It's the one that Tanya went to originally. And as for a bow, if you go, I believe there's a. Your best bet would also probably be the general store. I believe they have rudimentary weapons like short bows and maybe a longbow if you're lucky.
Oh, thank you. Oh, Wandrin, could you do me a favor? And then, Deja's gonna take 20 of the arrows out of the barrel, put them in her quiver, and said, "Would you be a dear and put this barrel in the cart for me? I don't think I'll be able to lift it on my own."
I pick it up with. and
Easy
put it
enough
away.
to do with like a finger.
Yeah. I just one hand, arm.
That is easy enough to do.
Hmm.
I don't think I would have been able to pick it up.
Probably not. Probably
I
not.
mean, I can make a strength check for you.
I don't think you need to. Arrows aren't that heavy.
And I rolled a 16.
Yeah,
I have a +0 to my strength. Do you think I would have been able to?
you probably would have been able to. I mean, the barrel itself is probably the heaviest part about it.
Cries
I'm
in
a
minus
princess.
2 of strength.
Oh my god.
Warlocks.
Oh god.
Just like my intelligence.
Oh god.
All right, but as you guys walk, Gideon, your lieutenant is gonna walk up to you as he has finally caught wind of what you guys are doing. He's like, sir,
Okay, so my entire computer crashed, so while I was gone, this is what happened. Gideon's men came up to him and was asking what they should do, and basically it just ended up they were going to stay in town and build a small outpost there while Gideon came with us.
Hey, I'm feeling insecure. Do you guys like Tania?
Yes, yes, yes.
She adds chaos, and I
Of
love
course
it.
we do. I love her. She's
But do you like
hilarious.
me?
Yes.
Brother, you idiot. Yes.
Johnny's like, I don't get a choice.
Okay,
Alright,
honey.
but okay. You're gonna make him cry. Why are you so mean? You're so mean.
Oh, I can just switch how many
What?
rations. I was adding 10
Honey's
separate
making-
rations.
Honey's making my roommate cry. Alright, but we can continue on as I assume you guys are headed towards the general store.
Yes.
Yes, the instrument shop.
Instrument shop, of course. As you all enter, the same man will look over at you, first seeing the snake person, and then he'll see the walking stone, and look at his coffee, put the coffee away, grab out a flask, and start chugging.
This guy.
I'll look back up.
Understandable. My appearance is quite peculiar.
Yes, can't say I've seen many of your kind around. I
Not
apologize.
even many of my kind.
What may I help you all with?
We
Didn't
require
imagine there were
more instruments.
more.
No.
Among other things.
we require not instruments, supply.
He'll
We're
look
going
at
on
you
a
and
long trip.
he'll give almost like a grateful nod. He's like, that is something I do have. What do you still need? Rations, sleeping gear,
Sleeping gear,
torches,
rations,
lamps.
Torches. Do we need torches?
None of you have a bedroll.
I mean,
Do I?
under
Holy crap.
trees.
Thank
We're getting
you.
bedroll.
Gideon, you probably have a bedroll. Tanya, you probably have a bedroll. Wandering, you do. Nix, you do not. Vinian, I would leave that up to you whether you had one or not. And Daedra, you have a really nice tent.
Yeah, if idiot didn't.
Nyx will be using mine.
Oh, thank you. You're so
You only need to
sweet.
put
Like I would.
Alright, well, a bedroll will run you 2 gold pieces. And you said rations, correct?
Yes.
Alright. ration. How much the rations cost? All right. Okay. He'll like. Well, each individual ration is about 5 silver pieces. So I have. He's gonna look down an aisle and he's like, I have roughly 50 rations. So how many would you like?
How long will it take for us to get to Noxus? Like, does the map have an outline of that?
The map doesn't have an outline, but he did tell you 2 weeks, potentially 3, depending on how rough the travel is.
Okay, and then what would 3 weeks of rations? How much would that be for?
So
exit
1
6
day
weeks?
is half a ration. So what is shoot my brain? So like
Brain
3
dead.
weeks would be like 21 days, so about half that, so like 10.
So 11 rations.
Yeah, 10 to
Never have
11
I
rations.
ever eaten a ration in
Yeah, it's kind of one of the things I assume if you guys have purchased the rations, we can just assume. It's definitely one of those things like you guys bought it, you're good now.
All right.
We have them in our possession, for sure.
I have.
Buy,
You have food.
11 of them.
There's-
11, perfect. That'll be 5 gold pieces and silver. 5 silver pieces, please.
I have 2.
And I'll hand you 11 ration.
Take it out of the party fund.
How many? How much money?
5 GP.
5 GP?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yarg.
Would this man have a bow?
A bow?
rations Man.
I have a short bow, a couple crossbows.
A
Let me
short bow.
a short bow. Yes, I can grab you a short
Okay.
bow. What's the
Are
short
you
bow?
not proficient in longbows?
No, I'm not.
He'll look at you. And be like, I can give you the short bow for 25 gold pieces.
That sounds lovely.
Perfect. And you can add a short bow to your inventory and minus 25 gold pieces from your.
Yeah, I
From
got
your-
tired of throwing hand axes and daggers and rapiers during that last battle. I have a bow. Sick of throwing my items at people.
You can throw the loot next.
Yeah, just yard it across. I just had a vicious mockery people instead. It was really frustrating because I was doing like 1 damage.
Your insults weren't good enough.
Bard.
You need to do better insults, and then it'll be like
Yeah,
80
true.
damage. Right, Hayden?
That's how
80
it works.
damage?
If I whip
80?
out the-
Yeah.
Definitely 80 damage. Yep.
If
Yeah.
that's how it works, then I
147.
should be consistently doing triple-digit damage with my vicious mockery.
Your mother, and then they just die.
Your mom, Vonalyn has actually said your mom to multiple bosses. Yes.
All right.
Still
He'll look at you like,
part of
well,
the
besides
party.
the rations and the bow, is there anything else I can acquire for you?
We probably need food for the horses.
I will say, sorry, that's something I should have pointed out. When you purchase the horses, she will give you a large bundle of hay as just like a.
Yes.
You don't need to buy it.
Hey, by the way, guys, from my background, I can find food to feed up to 5 people
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's
when in the
sick.
wilderness
Hunting is always.
Nice.
for a day.
Hunting is always a thing you can do.
Nice.
So, and water, fresh water and food. So we're good.
He'll look around. Is there anything else I can grab for you guys then?
Soul would be nice.
What?
He's kidding. He's joking. No, I think we should be just fine unless anybody else wants anything. Oh, do you know
I'm
where we can
joking.
get our hands on some potion?
Potions. I believe we do have a potion seller down the road. I haven't been myself, so I fortunately do not know what they sell. But we do have a. God, he's gonna like look around, like very creepy individual. Yes, if you just go behind this door, and he's gonna point down to here. There's a small shop that just opened up where I believe they sell different herbs and potions and things.
Oh, wonderful. Well, we'll head there next. Thanks.
Oh,
Cheers.
Also, do
Go.
you know somewhere that sells more permanent magic items?
Yes, we do have a magic shop as well. That one's also down, recently opened, hoping to start some business because of the war. And he's gonna point down to here. Like, yes, I believe there's a magic shop down along the edge of the wall.
It feels kind of like in cartoons how you'll see like, oh, that one part of the item that like is clearly drawn in a different style than the rest of the background, so you know someone's gonna interact with it.
Yeah. Oh, look at all these interesting looking NPCs.
I wonder what could be there.
But he'll direct you to the potions and the magical person.
Alright.
Okay.
Kool-Aid man.
I'm guessing the logical person is this thing.
The person that Wander just went to is the potions or the alchemist.
Okay.
Go there first, then go get magic items, and then get out of here.
Alright. Well, as you go towards the potions maker, you walk in, and it's a really dingy shop. It's very, I want to say gothic aesthetic, but not necessarily intentionally. It just looks very like he said it was a new shop, but it already looks a little run down. As you walk in, there's this large, what you can assume to be a female figure with a wooden mask on, and she'll look up. Ah, yes. Welcome. What may I acquire for you? What services may I offer? She'll stare at you.
She's being weird.
Aren't most of us.
I don't think we can talk about being weird.
Hypothetically speaking, if I wanted some supplies to make poison or
Danger potions.
like for my own venoms, would you have that here? And also, could I trade it? Could I trade for this supplies with some of my poison? Which, you know, you could use it for, I guess, making anti-venoms or something useful. Definitely not for actual poison. No, that would be frowned upon by most people.
She's gonna take a long look, looking you up and down, and she also seems like the first person who has been immediately startled by the 20-foot long snake. As she's going to, instead of walking around the desk like a normal person, is gonna kind of hop onto the front desk where she was standing behind and stare directly at you. She's like, I do have the supplies you wish. And she'll cock her head like, and I would very much like some of your venom. I'll tell you what, and she's gonna do a little crisscross applesauce on the table. I'll give you a set of alchemical tools, vials, glasses, anything you may need for rudimentary alchemical work. You give me a vial of your venom and an additional 10 gold pieces, and we'll call it even.
Okay.
Healing potions too, or just your weird venom?
Looks like
equipment?
Looks like Tanya found a friend.
So cock her head, waiting for a response.
DM, how many vials of venom would you say I can make per day?
I'd say it's probably one vial. I don't think it's something that you produce in large quantities very often.
Cool. Well, that sounds wonderful. If anything bad happens because of the venom, it's not on me. So
That's never a good thing to say.
She'll give a laugh and, darling, there is many things more dangerous out here than venom. And she will kind of slide off the desk and go behind a little counter, and she will bring up various amounts of vials and alchemical tools, and she will give you, and you can add it to your character sheet, an alchemical supplies.
Yay! Thank
And
you.
she'll hand a vial to you and be like, you may add your venom to this however you see fit.
Just gonna put it over one of my fangs, like you know those fake vampire teeth.
Yep.
Gonna just flaunt it over my fang, and just kind of drip, drip, drip while the rest of the people shop.
All right. So as you do that, the rest of you, she'll look at the rest of you as Tanya's slowly filling up this vial. And for you,
We could use some healing potions, perhaps.
healing. Yes, of course. And she's gonna bring out a small little tray with the large red vials, and she's like, I have but a few potions of the healing. I have one greater healing, if that would suffice.
Sure. Yeah. We'll take
Lovely.
that. We'll take that one. That sounds good.
Greater healing will
That's
go
okay.
for 500 gold pieces.
Oh my. Oh. Good
Never
God.
mind.
And perhaps we don't need it. Actually,
You can't
you know
Aren't
see
you
her
a rich and
smile.
famous performer?
You can't see her smile, but you can kind of feel that oh, you people are easy. No. 100 gold pieces will suffice.
all right. That's more palatable. I'll take it. Thank.
All right, you may add a potion of greater healing. and minus 100 gold.
This is my potion of greater healing, bozos. My wallet. You guys
What
can't
about
afford it.
non-greater healing potions?
The normal potions will run about 50 gold apiece.
You didn't say you had normal ones. You just told me this really expensive.
No, she had a vial. She had a bunch of the red vials, and then she said she had a couple of them, and then one greater one.
Feels like she just scammed me.
No.
Everybody else heard it. I don't know.
I heard it.
So-
I heard it. You just focus on the
Alright.
greater freaking
you're
potion.
All I'm hearing is El Bozo.
Shut up! Shut up! Whatever, fine. No, it's fine. No, I want this. I wanted this one anyway. She's gonna snatch it off the counter. the one I
How much are
wanted.
just the healing potions then?
50 gold apiece.
That's
Need it here.
practically my money.
I'll take 2.
How you have 100?
How
Yup.
does the statue have so much gold?
Well, he started off with I rolled for him and Tanya to see how much money they would have starting off, and I rolled a natural 20 for him, so I gave him a decent bit, and then also the money from the quest.
I spent
And
all
it's
my
not like
money
you need
except
to
for
pay
5
for
gold.
food, or
Wait, hold on.
lodging, or clothes,
Hold
or...
on, did we ever roll for my goals?
No, I gave you a specific amount of gold from your backstory. I remember I sent it in DM just because you had a specific amount.
Yeah. Okay, hold on.
I will also take
Double
2.
check.
healing potions.
Fantastic. All right, both of you minus 100 gold, and you can add 2 potions of healing to your inventory. Is there anything else I may acquire for you?
Depends.
Offer.
DM Hayden.
Yes.
Is the shopkeep hot?
Well, it's
Oh
kind
my
of hard
gosh.
to tell. They're wearing very heavy clothes and a wooden
Nondescript.
mask. It's very hard to tell any actual appearance features from them. They're creepy, and their body does seem to move more fluidly than a normal human.
Okay, well,
I'll send you the
Yeah.
art in the chat if you.
my goodness, I was joking.
Nope, you get the art now.
Well, you
Oh,
asked.
great.
Once I find out which one,
Consequences of your actions, Jason. This is your fault.
all your fault. All right. Is there anything else anyone would like to purchase from you?
Nope,
Very
Nyx
well.
is just chilling behind everyone.
Oh. All right. Then there's also the magic person.
I'm hidden. I'm going
Yep.
to or like talks. No, we never talked about goals.
We never talked about. I thought I sent you. Okay, I will do that in a moment.
Alright, thank you for your business.
Oh no, never mind. I found it.
All right, but you may all. What's everybody's passive perception, real quick?
Passive
Oh.
perception.
I have a good one.
13.
I have 10. I have 10.
I actually don't know.
14.
14.
Mine is a 13.
All right. None of you noticed anything. That's fine.
Oh.
All right, you guys may
Oh.
go to.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
Mhm.
Lovely. Nothing to see here. Must have been the wind.
On our
Must have been the wind.
on our way to like the next shop, I'm gonna like ask the party to stop for a second. Just quick hypothetical question: how comfortable are you all with breaking the law?
Not at all. What do you? What?
Depends on
Depends
the
on what law.
Break the law. I would rather not break the law, I think.
Mostly related to the laws about not stealing magical items that we don't actually have the money to pay for.
Okay, I feel like we
What?
shouldn't mess with a town that's currently occupied by the strongest
Noxians?
nation in the world right now.
Oh, you think the
Just be like
Noxus? You think the Noxians care?
That is fair. I do think they can.
Well, I could probably talk us into a good deal. I'm pretty good at bartering. I have a +7 to persuasion.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
If
All
you want,
right, I still think that anything good is gonna be out of our price range. Like, does anyone here still have 50 or more gold?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, God, I have gold. I have the money, Pookie. Don't you worry. What magical item do you want, baby girl? I'll buy it for you.
All of them.
Pretty sugar mama.
Well, not all of them. No, not too much now. Let's just go get one, perhaps. We start with one. And if you behave, maybe you can get another one in the next
Yes,
town over.
I heard.
You know, I was not expecting sugar mommy Daedra, but okay.
I know,
Uh-huh.
Matthias.
No one ever is.
No one ever is.
no one ever expects Sugar Mommy Daedra. She just kind of happened.
Is this why you always want to be the person in charge of the party funds?
Yes, you have to say please when you want something.
All right, but as you guys walk to the magic shop, you'll enter. This one's a lot more. It's kind of shoved in the corner of the town. It very much appears like a new shop where they weren't able to get the best location. But it's a very bright looking shop. There's a lot of plants growing around, and as you'd enter in, you'd see a walking. It's hard to tell what it is, but it looks like it's made out of wood. As this wooden figure will turn and look at you and give you a nod. No words will come out, but you will all hear in your heads, "Welcome to my establishment. What may I require?"
I don't think we should steal from it.
Think we should be talking about.
Yes, I prefer if you wouldn't steal from me. That would be ideal.
Hey, Drum! Even consider that.
We have a very
I thought someone of
grabby
your
snake.
high social standing wouldn't resort to such malfeasance.
actions.
I think he can read your mind. I
He's
think
staring
he
at
knows
you,
you're
he's like-
full of it.
Right. Well,
Says
is there anything that you are looking for?
Listen,
Perhaps
he can read my mind. That is the least concerning thing that he would find in there, I feel.
I'm gonna just I'm just gonna put my hand in front of the Naga. I was like, "What's your least costly magic item in your shops?"
These, well, we have some scrolls of lesser enchantment, and you'll walk over to a large bundle of scrolls that she keeps in a little cabinet, and start pulling them out. For a scroll of the wizard spell catapult, a chill touch, lightning lure, a sleep scroll. Those are all we have for more mundane to common spells. If you would like something more of higher power, I can see if I have it in stock, or I can try to procure it. It will take some time, however.
Do you have that's not these? Do you have anything cool?
You have
Expensive.
anything more permanent?
Yes, more permanent. That's the right word, Vondrin.
Well, I do have, and she'll point over to a large war pick on the wall. I do have an enchanted item I was able to come across. I have a large, and you'll also look over to right next to it where there is a large suit of full plate armor that seems to be almost glistening. I have an armor that perceives to protect from basic poisons and other illnesses along those lines.
Hey, Wandrin, look, it's your brother.
Very
only-
funny.
Which she just does like the biggest smile, like she's waiting for laughter.
Daedra's gonna giggle. that was a good one.
If only I had a
An amusing
exercise
joke.
problem. I also do have, and she'll hold up a large metal wrist guard. I believe these are called bracers of defense. I also have these, but these are going up in the price range.
How
Does
much in
anybody
the
use
price
any of this
range?
stuff? I have what I need, but I don't hit things very often.
I think magical items are a bit out of our
How much
Budget.
is this stuff? We're just window shopping, Gideon. Let us
He's
browse.
He's gonna drop the price tag and we're all gonna leave.
Exactly.
Well,
She'll also point to a glistening sapphire she has in a small box. Like, if you would, you mentioned permanent. This isn't the most permanent of boons, but I can get you out of a sticky situation. I can summon a being from the plane of water.
right, really, Gideon, do you think we can afford any of this?
I don't think we can afford any of this.
Right. Thank you
Wandrin
for
chips
your-
in,
Being optimal.
completely not whispering. Most likely not. This was out of our price range.
How
Hey,
much for the
excuse me.
scroll of sleep?
Yes, Senia, sorry.
Excuse me, shopkeep. Hypothetically speaking, is there anything that you want retrieved or anyone you want dead?
Oh,
Should we
God.
trade services for goods? And by anyone, I am of course including monsters, random animals, your neighbor's cat. I cannot stress to you enough the wide range of things I am able to kill.
She'll cock her head and be like, well, I can't say I don't, but I believe you are not coming back, are you? Or at least not anytime soon.
No, sadly not.
Nyx is just watching with wide eyes as he offered to kill people. Well, she, I guess.
She'll look
Well,
at
we
you
might delay our,
Do you
our departure.
Of course, of course.
music? What if I played you a song? Would you lower the price of these items for us? If I did.
The sentiment
you
is
would.
appreciated, but unfortunately I cannot actually hear, I can only sense. And she'll lower the hood, and there are no ears. She is made completely out of wood. If it is not something that can be mentally transmitted, I'm afraid it's not something I can enjoy.
If I just sing in my head, do you think she could hear that?
I can. I have.
Alright.
Kenya
Now
just
my-
starts mentally screaming because whether or not non-words count.
Go ahead and make a
Little
wisdom saving
elevator.
throw for me.
Oh no.
The little elevator music that's been going on in Daedras.
Oh, nat 20 plus 4.
20. You'll save as she'll look at you and you'll feel this paralysis sort of effect taking over, but you're able to shake it off and then go back to your singing as she'll just give a long sigh, and then you feel as
I'm
if you're
sorry.
being cut off.
Put my hand out. I am sorry for anything our friend just attempted.
You have no
Covering
proof
now.
of anything ever.
If we're done harassing this poor shopkeep and not actually buying anything because we're poor, perhaps we could leave.
So not in the, if you are delaying and you would like quests, if you're going for a bit more of an above ground, she'll look at like the lawful good people of the party. The innkeeper may have some, and then she'll look straight at Tanya. If you would like a bit more high risk, high reward, I believe, and she'll point out to another building across the way. You may enter the building and request to see the Whispering Sparrow. But unfortunately, that is all I know.
Nyx is going.
Ah.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I've never met an Aarakocra before. This will be fun.
Nyx is going to
So let's shrug and like, well,
Sorry.
if you wish. Oh yes, sorry.
No, go
sorry,
ahead. I'm so
go
sorry.
Ahead, go ahead.
I'm so sorry. Okay, Nyx is going to look.
Bill, it's cocked at the wall. If
It's so hard when I can't
Just
see
that
your
one.
face.
Go,
I don't
Dave.
know when you're gonna talk and when I'm gonna talk. All right, you are going to go. I will talk after. I promise. Go for it. Go for it.
she'll say, if none of these scrolls suit your fancy, I unfortunately don't believe I have anything in stock besides the scrolls that would be in your price range.
Well then, thank you for your patronage.
Of course.
Yes.
Thank you.
And Bailey, go.
So Nyx
Bailey, speak.
Nyx is going to look really, really nervous because she's worried this person's gonna be able to like read her mind, and she's scared of what's in there. She doesn't want to like scare her with it, so she just looks very uneasy.
As your unease is noticed, the person kind of only you will hear this in your head, and you'll hear, you know, fear is a powerful tool. Don't let it consume you. And that's all you hear.
That was good.
That was really
good.
Nyx is just gonna slowly nod and still
That was
look
a good
scared.
one. That was a good one,
Uh,
Can I
well, right, friend.
insight check or investigation check that now?
You can insight check.
Okay.
Testing.
Nat 20.
Oh my gosh!
Dang.
All right, Bailey. What's the total?
24.
24. Bailey, what would he glean with a 24?
Just about me nodding.
Your overall vibe when you've entered
Interaction.
this place, interaction with the shopkeeper. He can't hear what you two were discussing through brainwaves, but he's looking more at body language.
She just looks a lot more nervous than she was in the other stores, and just very tense.
Inside the store where the guy can read minds.
Yeah.
Alright.
She's gonna notice you staring at her and
Alright,
get
okay,
even
okay,
more
okay.
uneasy.
Testing. I swapped over to my laptop.
I can-
Can anyone hear
I
me?
can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear.
Yep.
Yes! It works with my headphones finally. Great,
Yay!
let's go.
Was it not? It's weird.
All right, but is there anything else you guys would like to purchase from here? If not, you may go about whatever you'd like to do next.
Oh, sorry, sir, madam. Sorry, person Hi. I have one last question for you.
Yes.
Can you teach me how to do that? Because I think that'd be really useful.
The
She'll
mind
give
reading?
a little laugh in her head as she'll look at you like, do you have a few years you would like to spend studying?
I'm not good at studying.
Then I'm sure you'll figure something out.
Then suffer.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for your time.
Of course. Alright. What would you guys like to do next? You've purchased it's probably getting about midday-ish. As you guys will walk out, Christopher will find and link up with your group. He has the little wagon behind him being pulled by what appears to be a waiter that he paid to do it for him.
Actually, I'd like to walk back into the shop.
Of course, yeah.
And to the shopkeep, I start talking. This is the first time I've met anyone even remotely like me. It's interesting. Where did you come from?
She'll look at you. Have you heard of the nation Ionia before?
Yes. Many speak of it.
That is where I hail. We are a dime a dozen, I am afraid, but if you wish to find more, maybe not the Petricite, but more of your kin in that regards, Ionia would be the place to go. But
Thank you.
she'll cock her head. There is something unique about the Petricite ones. The sentience you've gained makes you quite special.
It's not our own.
So just give a large
Thank
nod.
you.
Of course.
Have a lovely day. And I leave
You as well.
to catch up with Nyx.
Finian will stroll on out after the big stone dude.
Same.
Out we go.
Alright. Is there anything else you guys would like to purchase or find?
Nia wants to go meet the bird person.
Do you walk into
What check would I roll to see whether or not Tania realizes that it's
not a
not
bird
an
person?
actual bird?
Go ahead and roll an intelligence check for me.
So that's a 2 total.
Nice.
You walk in and there's not an immediate bird person, so clearly the wood person must have lied to you.
No, I can trust him. Excuse me. She's just gonna walk in and then just look around. Excuse me, I'm looking for a bird.
There's a really short goblin at the front desk and like, look up. A bird?
Yes.
I don't know of any bird. You gotta be a
It's
bit
supposed
more.
to be like a really quiet bird.
A really quiet bird.
Yes.
Ah.
As opposed to me, the loud snake. A really quiet. I was told to come here and look for a really quiet bird person.
Who told you to come here looking for a really quiet bird person?
The creepy mind-reading magic person.
I just figured out what she was talking about. I was like, what is Tania yapping about right now? And I just remembered what's going on.
The goblin will kind of hop out and look outside and like take a look around and see there's nobody in there, and they'll kind of usher you in like, you fool! It's the whispering It's whispering sparrow. This is not. I didn't think that was difficult. Oh, brother.
Oh yes, I was expecting like a bird person because look at me, snake person. So if I'm looking for a sparrow, there's no bird. Where's the bird?
Some bit of advice, my friend. I wouldn't expect everybody to look like you. I don't. What does that mean to say? I don't. And he's gonna waddle back to the back of the desk and flip a little lever, and a large bookshelf is gonna slowly shift out of the way. The club is down there.
Finally, a use for books.
The club is down there. Is that what you just said?
And I'll point down there. Yep, the Whispering Sparrow's down there.
The club. Did
Wait,
we just
who
lose
said
the snake
about
to
club?
underground
So when he opened, he's like, the club's down there, and you can assume even with your low intelligence that the club is the Whispering Sparrow that has been referred.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, thank you. What's your name?
Greg.
Greg?
Greg.
Well, it's nice to meet you, Greg.
Greg.
No, you're a nice buddy. You know, my friend
Greg seems like a great guy.
What'd you say? Sorry.
You know, Greg, you seem like a nice guy. Want me to set you up with my friend that's single? Do you like twinks?
Oh my goodness!
Slow blinks. No. What's a twink?
Full
Twinkie!
chill is running down Finian's spine.
He's not even hearing the
Fair
conversation.
enough.
By
the way,
Red, is somebody
Is
talking
not
about
doing
you,
this to
Vivian?
be helpful at all.
Every single
Trying to
NPC.
harass me.
Hey, you want a twink?
I love Stadia. More and more every day.
I don't even know what twink means.
That's alright.
Don't worry
It's
about
best
it.
if you don't.
It's fine.
Okay.
It's
He's
okay.
gonna stare at you and staring at the open doors like, are you not gonna? I gotta close it if you're not gonna go
Legolas
down.
is a twink.
Did you say
Legolas is
Legolas?
a twink.
Legolas is
Okay.
Yeah, Legolas is
Yeah, so look at him like physically speaking, he's a twink. Okay.
Okay.
like you're really lean. Like they probably have some muscle, but it's all in like
Oh!
they're just dex-based people.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Dex, high dex dumps strength.
Oh, okay. So
Classic.
that's why he's an archer. Okay.
Do you know Longy? Have you ever seen Longy? It's like that.
Okay.
Hey!
Can't wait to harass you guys.
Alright. So Tania walks into the club.
Guys.
All right, there's a large staircase that will lead down. Yeah, you're losing your snake. Your snake's gone forever.
Should we
God.
You guys have noticed the snake's
investigate
gone. Tania is gone.
Have you
the
anybody
Whispering
seen
Sparrow?
Tania?
I don't think she was kidding about taking an underground job.
Oh, God. Well,
She
I
was
don't blame
not.
her. Oh. is she
Oh,
gone? Should we go too? Or
I
do you think we better-
feel like I feel like we should.
Do you think we'd get a little bit too much attention if we went, though?
Uh,
I mean,
we literally saved the town yesterday. I think all the attention's on us.
Nyx is just going to whisper, I'm going to stay with the horses while you guys look for her.
alright.
I'll
well,
stay with Nyx. Well, for one, I
well,
trust that she is strong. I just feel like two people next to the horses should be smart.
Christopher can stay out here with you guys. I'll go in after Tania. Finian? Are you coming in?
Loopity doop dap.
I'll follow.
Let's get going.
I love how you're worried about
After
drawing
that
attention when you're going after Tania.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Wondering, are you staying with the car or are you going with them?
I'm following you. You
Alright.
gotta have some muscle.
That's true. You're
Yeah,
the
wondering,
two
could
dumb
you come with
strengths
us,
are going in.
Two.
As you guys
Oh, yep.
approach the
Ani, as you pass the guards, you will
Oh.
hear Finian's voice in your mind because he doesn't want to be heard by the guards. He'll say, I don't know about the underground job gig, but
I'm sure it would be easy to talk our way into.
sure.
And now she's speaking out loud. I'm sure that the underground people are very kind and gracious, no?
Who doesn't like
Because
Because they
dwarves?
break the law doesn't mean that they're mean.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
All right.
It's great.
Tania, as you enter through, the bookcase will close behind you, and you'll slither down to a large open club where there's very like low melodic sounding music, and there's a couple rough looking people all playing cards. There's a bartender with a really fancy mustache that I didn't get art from because I didn't think this was actually going to happen. So
Always expect the
we're
unexpected.
gonna reuse art from a different campaign, and if you're in that campaign, you know this art. Screw you.
Oh my
Uh,
goodness!
Flom,
It's
surely.
Flom. I'm bringing Flom from the tavern over. Here he is.
Flom, brother.
This is Flom's brother, mom.
Flom.
No, Flim.
Flim. This is Flim. All right. You walk down. There's the bartender, and it seems like a really kind of dreary atmosphere as you'll slither down, and multiple like goblins, a dwarf or two are gonna look up at you, give a small little and go back to whatever they are doing.
You're gonna eat us alive down there, Vivian.
It'll be fine. It'll be
So there's a
fine.
bartender and multiple goblins. Is there anyone else?
Goblins. There's two dwarfs, and that's about it.
Cool. I'm
There's
going
no
to go to the.
sentient bird, unfortunately.
I'm going to go to the bartender, right? Like you do.
Of course.
Okay.
Excuse me. I'm looking for the Whispering Sparrow.
You're here, friend. This is the Whispering Sparrow.
Oh, that's the establishment is the Whispering Sparrow. Okay.
Yes.
Right.
Is there
Well,
something you're looking for in more particular?
Well, I was told by the proprietor of the magic store that if I wanted to make money fast, I should come here.
Give a nod. Luna has send us many people over the couple of days. Yes, of course. And he's gonna pull out a stack of ledgers and he's gonna look at. Tell me, what are your skill sets?
Violence, and I can be sneaky when required. Mostly the violence, though.
He's gonna look you up and down, make a journal. Gonna see.
Also
he
music
rolled
on
a 4 on his
occasion, but
insight
that's
check,
more of
so
a hobby.
He rolled a 4 on an insight check, so he truly believes you're not gonna tell anybody about this place. Of course not. He's gonna look at you like, well, that should work. And then he's gonna he's gonna hand you 3 different pieces of paper. All are bounty portraits. One of them is in this town. The other 2 are nearby in wandering forests or villages. These are bounties of varying difficulty. One of them, and the first one you'll see, is the chief of the guard himself, Robert.
How much? How much does it take for him?
Only 1,500 gold pieces.
No, we like
Oh,
him.
hear me out.
No, no. That's a lot of money, though. We could probably buy some cool stuff with that.
Guys!
Think of all the magical items.
No, we're supposed to be.
Guys!
He's pretty depressed. Like, does he even want to be alive?
Guys!
Are we? Is it? Do we have to kill him? Or
Guys!
like a...
We cannot assassinate people!
You're not next. You're not.
I know! I'm not there!
Not killing options would be implicitly worse.
The other 2, one of them is a drawn image of a very large, orcish-looking man. But this is the noble of a very small town to the east. Somebody, I'm not allowed to tell you who, unfortunately, but somebody sent a bounty for him as well. That one is only 700 gold pieces. And then the last one is the cheapest one for only 300 gold pieces. And it is a youngish looking boy in tattered clothes. That's all you can really glean from that one.
Who has a hit on the town guard and why?
As you were looking at
an
these,
actual child. How much for the
I'm sorry,
child?
when I say youngest boy, I
Right.
meant like youngish in terms of like low 20s.
Oh my gosh. Oh my
A
gosh.
young man.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I should have said like a young man. Yeah.
And it doesn't
as
have any
for-
details about location. It's just like a dirty.
You get details if you accept the job. They cannot give you details if you don't accept the job.
Gotcha.
And as you are looking at the rest, the 3 of you will approach the door. And as you open, the goblin, buddy, oh, you're big. What do you want?
Excuse me. A friend of ours came. Actually, no. I'll leave the. Matt, you take the lead. You're good at.
Roger that. We were informed that this might be a nice place to come if we're looking for a job. Right? That's what Tony said.
This was the Whispering Sparrows, is it not?
Thank you. Thank
We were
you.
recommended this
Ah.
place by the lovely magic.
The
item seller.
shopkeep.
Thank you. He's
Yes.
gonna look at you and like, thank you for saying it right. It wasn't supposed to be difficult. And he's gonna like slam a little button, a little lever, and the bookshelf is gonna slowly slide. It's down there.
Thank you.
Thank
What's your
you.
name?
Devin.
Wait.
What?
Where's Greg?
He's Devin
Investigation
now!
check. I'm doing
He's
the
Devin
investigation
now!
Insight check. Insight check.
Insight check this guy.
Is that
He's
insight
lying.
or investigation?
That'd be insight.
Okay.
What are the chances Hayden forgot his name?
Just in case we.
His name must be Devin. I mean, why would he lie?
I would
Why
like
he
to
lie?
insight check as well.
Go ahead.
He answered a little too fast.
It's his name. Hoot. It's a 9.
His name's
Devin
actually
must be his name.
David.
Oh,
I'm
nice
not
to
even
meet
making
you,
an insight check.
I mean, why
I trust this man.
would you lie? Yeah, of course. Why would you lie? That's silly.
All right. Yeah, yeah,
Carry
all
on,
right,
then.
well, thank you.
Devin!
If that's even your name.
He goes through the door.
I'm already walking through, while you two are scrutinizing him.
Daedra's little heels are clicking on the stairs as she comes down them.
Hayden, what was
Yep.
he selling up there anyway?
Really mundane objects like cases for carrying things. It looks like briefcases sort of deal, travel bags. Really
Well,
mundane
not
items.
that Tanya has bothered to notice any of that. She was focused on the bird, or rather the lack thereof.
And as the bookshelf closes, Finian, you're the last person to walk through, as you can hear somebody open the door like, "Excuse me, Greg, did you see anybody walking through here?" And Greg will be like,
Greg.
he'll be like,
Oh.
can't say I did, sir. Are you looking for somebody?
His name is Greg.
And you'll just hear a sigh as they gotta walk away.
How easy is it to
Very
find Tanya in here?
You walk in and there's a massive, massive snake at the at the bar. You see it
She's
pretty much
only
immediately.
15 feet long.
Long.
massive.
Okay.
She still has
And,
time to grow.
You come in right as she's been given all 3 options, and as specifically one, as you walk down, 2 of the goblins are gonna stare at you, mutter something about overcrowded, and they're both gonna walk to they're gonna walk out of the establishment. But that's
Is it out through the way
madness.
we're coming in, or a different door?
out through the way you're coming in?
All right.
I walk up to Tanya.
How's the job hunting going?
What are you looking at?
Well, so I'm gonna shove as you guys approach. I shuffle the papers to like put the the nobility on top, and then the homeless guy, and then the captain is like in the back, and I've tried to like line it up as well as I can with the homeless guy to make it just look like there's 2.
Yeah, go ahead. You know what? Roll a sleight of hand check.
Is this gonna go off our passive perception?
Unless you would have a reason. If your roll's bad, then you'll probably just be able to tell. Yeah.
I got 13.
13. If you guys really peer at it, you might be able to see a difference. But it looks like there's 2 bounties.
Are you? I'm sorry. Pardon me, she says to the bartender and looks at Tanya. Are you gonna kill people for money while we're traveling?
We went over this earlier. We have already killed people for money. Gnolls are sentient beings.
Has a point there.
This is just
you're not
fewer
helping.
people
Okay.
for more money.
Okay, I'm going to counterpoint this because Gideon's not there, but technically gnolls would just think of murder. They not technically fully sentient.
Well, they are still
That
sentient.
sounds kind of
They are
racist.
sentient, not fully sentient.
Gnolls have been domesticated multiple times. They're like goblins.
Well, Tanya, really? I think that man on your paper is a little bit more sentient than a gnoll. Is he not?
Is it because the gnolls look like they're part animal?
No, it's nothing to do. Are you serious?
Uh-oh.
Finian, tell her that killing people for money is not okay.
It would be.
The difference here
those are
is
nice horns
the
you
gnolls
have
were
there.
attacking.
Look like the ones in an animal.
It would-
Well,
be-
she wasn't arguing that they were the aggressor. She's arguing that they aren't as intelligent and thus aren't as deserving of
Oh,
living.
God.
Okay.
My
Lydia,
argument is
Tanya,
that the gnolls
you're
were
gonna-
aggressing
Tadia,
the
you're
town.
gonna hear Finian's voice in your mind. We just built up a good reputation with this town, dealing with these sort of folk. Referring to the bartender and
And
literally
now
everyone
Finian.
around.
The
That
bar-
dealing with the underground
what?
isn't, and destroying that reputation isn't good.
The whole time, the bartender
What's
has
wrong?
a really big grin as he stares at you all. He's just happy.
What's wrong with the people who live underground? What's wrong with dwarves? Huh?
Oh no, Shh, Tanya,
You
keep
know-
your voice down.
Tanya.
And to think I've been trying to
Tanya,
set you up
my-
with people all day.
We're gonna get into a bar fight. I'm scared.
Don't worry, I'll be fine.
The bartender will look at the whole group and think, "Are you all together?"
Unfortunately.
Yes.
What jobs do you have?
Alright, well, I have the 3 bounties right here, as he's gonna point
The
to
3?
Yes, the 3. Oh, and he'll like reach up and slide the one out of the way. Right there, the 3.
Okay, to be fair,
I
I wasn't
leaned down on the
considering
bar.
that one.
What did you say?
I'm getting
I
up in
wasn't
Tenya's
considering
face.
that one.
What
It's
is
a
this?
He
familiar
lives here.
face, isn't it?
He saved my life. I'm not gonna do that one. He's been protecting the town.
That's
and
why we
saved me
were
personally, so
killing
that's
the
good
gnolls.
to live.
You know,
We were
aesthetics
killing the
are
gnolls
based-
based off of their actions.
Exactly,
So-
and that's why that was okay. Now look at this guy. He's nobility, right? So like,
As much
in
as
my
I would
opinion,
love to
he's
cut
probably
off his
corrupt.
head, let's not.
I just feel like that's a lot of gold.
The
he
the
done?
barkeeper's like scratching the back of his head. If
You
you
will ask
don't
the
wanna-
barkeeper.
yeah.
I understand there's a certain amount of anonymity that comes with a bounty, but is there any way we could get in contact with any of the persons who have put these up?
I get you in contact once the job is completed.
Okay.
Do they have to be dead, or could they be brought in alive? I'm just asking. I'm just asking.
And I'll point at the boy needs to be brought alive. The other 2 are dead or alive. If there's a more high class job that has a little less to do with picking people off, I could always direct you to our superior. They may have something. You like kind
We're
of give
not
you like a shrug.
Taking a job, in fact. We have
Oh,
a friend who's
is
a little too
Gregerson-
over eager.
question.
Yes.
Sorry, what was that, Wandrin?
I don't think
We're
we
not
should
planning
do
on
this.
taking a job, we have an overeager friend.
I'll just kind of give a shrug.
First off, I'm
I'm-
glad that you consider me to be a friend. Second off, don't ever presume to tell me what to do with my life.
Oh, God.
Don't tell me what to do with my life, Mom. Well, we'll consider.
I'm gonna be
it.
honest. I'm really liking the guy wearing rags, the dirty hobo, right? And look, we don't even need to kill him. Isn't that good?
Well,
Hey,
what are they going to do to him when they have?
Hold
when
on a second.
whoever has him.
I
I
have
don't
an
feel like
idea.
that's our problem.
Why don't we take the... If we are taking a job, let's take the one with the guard.
What?
And hear me
What?
out.
Oh,
It
Listening.
says, dead or alive. You,
Well, that's
Philly,
just
and
so that they
you...
can kill him themselves.
Well, we don't know what they... So, we take him in
But
alive,
I think I know where you're going with this, and I like it.
right?
I like it.
So,
We bring him.
let's take the job. Shush.
I would
my
like
friend.
to take all 3 jobs,
Right.
please.
Sorry.
Wait, actually,
are
hold on.
not.
Is there a penalty if I fail to complete the job?
Only for the higher class jobs. So none of these 3. No.
Right, because I figure I don't qualify for those. So you're not going to like bother putting out a job for me if I fail to complete one of these.
No. It's gonna like shrug. Like it's. I mean, all the people have also accepted the job. It's kind of first come, first serve. Whoever actually does it gets the book. It's gold.
Great. I would like
Then we'll
all
take...
3. I would like to accept all 3 jobs then.
He's gonna
Why you like
not-
this?
and he's gonna bundle all 3 of the things and put them in like a little parchment carrier so you can't see them without opening up the thing. He's like, all right, here you go. Keep it quiet. If anybody figures out that you leaked the information to this thing, there will be multiple jobs put out for you. This is not their only establishment. You will probably die. All right, here you go.
All right.
Good
I
to
just want
know.
to let you know I will not leak them. If anyone leaks, it will probably be looks at the party members. Does a little quick eeny meeny miny mo, points at Finian. It'll probably be him. All right. I would not do it. Him. He seems like the wrong sort of sketchy, if you know what I mean.
Well, he rolled
He
a
bonked
5
you on the
insight.
head.
He rolled a 5 insight on Finney. He's like, nah, you look like a trustworthy guy.
Thank you. You look trustworthy too. I'm gonna give him this
You know,
spot.
that's what I thought too. And then he started.
18. It's gonna miss as one of the dwarves stands up in anger and throws his tankard of ale at you, and it's gonna splatter against the wall. He's like, "You leave me alone, goddamn!"
Idiot will walk up to he'll buy a ale from the barkeep and walk up with the dwarf. Apologies for our disturbance. Drink for your troubles, my friend.
-5 silver from your character. He's gonna grumble like, stupid snake people.
Oh, and he's been the. Let's go. Come on, out the creepy bar with the creepy people. Let's go.
Hayden will ask one last thing of the barkeep.
Yep.
He'll say, is there a name, say for a different, if you have an establishment in a different town? call you a
All the
group?
towns should respond to the Whispering Sparrow.
On his way out, he will also say, goodbye, Greg.
Name's even your real name.
Did he say George?
He's gonna look at you like, where's Greg? Name's George.
And
Wait,
I'm-
what?
No, it was Devin.
Who's Devin?
It's Dave. I shake his hand. Lovely bit. I'm a fan.
You're gonna hear your big smile like, thanks, I worked a lot on it.
Can I say while they were
So I don't apologize for the chaos.
no,
Mhm.
go ahead.
Sorry.
Go ahead, Billy.
I would like to know though, what are the details we got on it? Like, I'm just going to like actually
yeah.
as soon as we get to like Greg's shop, I'm just like looking through the papers, assuming no one else is there.
So the details for the captain is simply enough, dead or alive. They need either proof of his death and a way to prove it, brought to the barkeeper, or he himself brought to the barkeeper. The boy, the whereabouts are unknown, and that's why the bounty is as high as it is, as the threat is very low.
What's his name?
What is it?
But
though?
there is no
Like,
name.
I mean, what's the
What does he
bounty?
look like?
That
The
they
bounty
form
for
part?
the bounty for the boy is
What does
20.
he look like?
The bounty's 300
Little?
gold. He looks about like mid-20s, mid to low 20s, and all the information is runaway. And this one, it straight up tells you who put the bounty out. It's for the Noxian soldiers are looking for him.
Oh.
my gosh.
Brother.
And then the noble is the bounty. The person who put the bounty is unknown, as they're also it's the same thing as the guard, where proof of either death or he himself brought to the bartender.
How much gold again?
The noble is 500. No, sorry, that one was 800. Sorry. That one was 800 gold, and the town guard was 1,000. I believe I said 1,000.
Great. Okay, cool. Thank you.
Yes.
Hey, while they were in there,
All
by
right,
the way.
As you guys are doing this, what are the cart group doing?
I was just gonna say that. I was gonna say, Nyx is just petting the horses, just loving the horses.
Gideon, is there anything you're doing in particular, or are you just waiting?
Nix, are you petting the new acquired horses?
She's gonna slowly nod. Aren't they cute?
I did remember one for one. I went on a long journey, and I rode on a horse. The horse was very kind and everything like that. When you're riding a horse, just make sure that you're not scared of it.
She'll nod and just continue petting the
Or
horses.
he will be feared.
She thinks they're so cute.
Horses are scary. I'm with Gideon on this one.
Horses are scary.
They're not. They're big. Not
I've
scary.
been chased by one
They're
before.
scary.
They
Ever seen a
have
horse?
inherited anxiety.
Yeah, I don't want to get kicked in the stomach because I spooked a horse and have my entire ribcage blown out of my body.
They
You
got
have a
funny, though.
rib cage.
Oh, Hayden, which town has the orc nobleman? It's one of
That
the
one
nearby
would
ones?
be, if I scroll in here, I forget it's Kilgrove, the one right next to you,
Kilgrove.
the port town.
So, I
That's
know that
almost
the
on our way.
Well, I just can't in good conscience justify turning in these. I don't really. The barkeep seemed kind and all, but I don't think he just wants to talk to them.
Correct.
Well, I mean, one of them is only retrieving a runaway, so...
For Noxus.
It's
Yeah,
usually not
what-
good when a army pairs up with the underdark or underbelly of a city. So
The Underdark.
it's a big, it's a big no.
All right. Well, is there anything else you guys like to do here, or do you guys want to set out on the first day of your journey?
When
Yeah, we should probably head out.
We could look at the more legal jobs.
Oh no!
Let's not.
Let's go. Let's leave.
All right. You gather up all your supplies. Patrick has grouped up with you as well. He is completely wasted.
Patrick?
Christopher?
Sorry, Christopher. I don't know why I said Patrick. Christopher.
His name is Patrick.
Christopher. I don't know why. I don't know who Patrick
Hayden,
is.
Hayden, are you okay? You keep
That's
switching
the goblin's
names.
name, actually. That's
What's
the goblin's name. The goblin's name is Patrick, actually.
What's the goblin's bit? But maybe you've just been forgetting the names of your NPCs.
Are you okay?
What is the name
Man.
of the bartender?
Dementia usually sets in later.
I got that
Oh
one.
no.
Patrick, suddenly Patrick's personality is exactly like Flom's.
Or was it Flim?
Patrick?
It was Flim. It was his name was Flim. I like the bit. His name was in fact Flim. All right.
Hey, Nix.
Yes.
Oh, question. Do the bounties like have anything written above the picture? Like, so in the Old West, there's like the classic wanted posters, but these are like underground bounties. So like,
Yeah, they are just an image of the face. It's not. It's trying to be discreet, so it's an image of the face. That's all there is on there.
hey,
With the
Nix.
description below.
Yes.
Yeah, the
You've,
description of.
you've lived on the streets in sketchy places, right?
I guess.
Nice tact.
Guess so.
Pulls out the picture of the guy, of the runaway. Do you know this person?
Hayden?
Have you seen him?
Hayden. Is it who I think it is?
You do know this person.
It's him?
It is exactly who. you're
It's
thinking.
really him? Oh my gosh, I don't know what to do with this information.
Wait, that work?
My
What?
God.
Jason!
Right, Bailey.
Wait, so, oh my gosh. Okay, Nyx is going to rip the paper out of your hands and just look at it in horror. And she's like, who wants him?
Oh.
And then if you don't respond right away, she
They
will, like, insist.
They will try and have me killed.
Nyx,
They will try and kill me if I tell you.
her eyes and tattoos will begin glowing, and she says, you're going to tell me now.
It's Noxus.
Noxus.
Don't hurt
wants
him.
them.
Don't hurt her.
Nyx is going to, like, just start backtracking. She's like, I'm going to find him before they do.
Oh, I guess we're taking the job then.
Yes, but we're on call by Noxus searching for. This seems like a bad idea.
I could care less what Noxus thinks. I'm getting him.
To bring the blood to Noxus.
We're gonna get him in and go to what? Ionia, I guess. We're going to Ionia. Great.
Love Ionia.
Or
Good things.
still Sharima, Shadow Isles, Bilgewater, literally anywhere else.
Well, if I may ask, Nyx, darling, who is the boy in the picture?
She's going to look at the picture, and she's going to be like, he's my best friend.
Well, then
You
you
have
better
a best
stop him.
friend too!
Seems someone didn't respond to Noxus's call the same way you did.
Dude,
Is that why they're searching for him?
I was like,
Gross.
when Hayden started describing, like, the bounties, I was, like, texting him. I'm like, is this him? Is this really him? And he's like, I don't know. You'll have to see. And I was dying. I was like, I need to know if it's him. And Nyx is very eager to leave the city now. She wants to leave, like, right now.
It's worth noting that we have no idea where he is.
Nyx is gonna...
It's not mentioned in the information.
Nyx is gonna look back up at you, Tania, and be like, were you going to kill him?
No! Okay, first off... No. Okay, no.
She's glowing, by the way. Glowing a lot more than she was before. She's mad.
I would not... First off, I just wanted information. Like, there's one in here for the town guard, not gonna kill him. Second off, the bounty for your friend explicitly says bring alive, which admittedly is a big red flag. And what we do, this was more of like a, in case we find him, we could talk to him. And if you just, like, was a spoiled nobleman's son who ran away, then yeah, we'll turn them in and get some easy money. But
Nyx is going to narrow her eyes at you, and she's like,
listen, if it was Swain...
She's gonna like hiss, when we find him, if you touch him, I will kill you.
Okay, what part of wasn't gonna hurt him, definitely not gonna hurt him now, is unclear.
She's just still glaring.
If Noxus is looking for your best friend, Nyx, are they looking for you? Well, they called you, but are they looking for you the way they're looking for him?
She's just thinking, and she's like, they might be.
Maybe we should ditch the twink then, since he's got a scrying marker on him.
Yes, he does.
I don't think that's I don't think that's Noxus, guys. I'm gonna be real.
Is it
I think it's
Demacia?
Demacia.
Oh god! And how do we manage to piss off everybody already? We literally
Oh.
just started.
Consider
Wandering,
this
were
then.
you,
How
were you
about
actually moving, or were you just messing around? Sorry.
I was gonna mention that when there was a little bit of a lull, Wandering wanders off, ironically enough.
Because his name is Wanderer in
To
German,
go talk
right?
to the mayor real quick. Yes.
Yes.
Precisely.
Alright.
Classic.
Oh no.
All right, they'll let you in pretty much immediately. You're kind of heroes of the town, and you can easily walk in. It appears like the Noxian captain and the head of the guard are currently not there, and he is sitting alone in an office.
Hello.
Oh, hello there. What may I do
So,
for you?
can't tell you how, but my friends have made some interesting choices, and we have come across some new information.
Oh my god, he's
Be
snitching.
careful. That's all I can tell you, without risking my own life.
He's gonna look at you and give a like a solemn nod, like that what is that place? The Sparrow again?
Hmm.
Wouldn't be the
I can't
first
tell you
time.
who, can't tell you what, but tell the guard to be careful. That is it. And then I leave.
Appreciated that. Wonder,
Yes,
go ahead
we're
and make
all-
a perception check to see if you can identify if you were followed or not. I feel like you probably would have been looking.
Yes. That is a 19 plus 3.
19
Nice.
plus 3. It's I would say you noticed the guard that was following you originally into the area that talked to Greg / Devin / all the other names.
Mhm.
He had followed you a while until you went into the mayor's office, and that's when he seemed to have separated. But he followed you once he heard Deidre out loud mention they're going to the CD place for the underground people, and he only separated once you went to the mayor's place.
Oh,
So in that case, I follow him. Instead
Go
of
ahead,
heading back.
go ahead and make an investigation check to see if you can find him, because he did split off as you went in. So as you come back out, see if you can find him.
That is investigation. 13.
13. He's not hard to find, as he seems to have resumed his usual patrol. So as you walk in, you can identify the guard that you saw following you around, and he just seems to be walking around.
Stealth.
All right, go ahead and roll a stealth check.
17 plus 5. That is 22.
All right, you believe you are hidden.
You believe.
All right, I walk up to him.
Pickpocket.
All right, he doesn't seem to notice your presence as he's just walking along.
Hello.
Oh, good. It's you. Jess, how may I help you?
How are you? I have a question.
But of course.
Simple question.
Mhm.
Why were you following me?
But you mean why was I following?
And I
the
lean
person-
down.
But go ahead and make an intimidation check for me.
Oh dear, that is a 5 plus 3. That's an 8, I think.
All right. Yeah, he doesn't seem necessarily intimidated as he looks straight up at you, and he's, I
No,
mean-
I've made myself eye level, just so
Oh,
he doesn't
gotcha.
have to crane his head up.
he'll kind of just like, you mean why did I follow the group of people who said they're going to a seedy underground area?
That's understandable.
My bad.
He'll just kind of like scratch the back of his head. He's like, listen, I want to give you all the benefit of the doubt. We're only alive because of you people. So I was more so, I guess we could call it a morbid curiosity. And I wanted to make sure when you walked into the mayor's office, that's when I got a little worried, but came out, doesn't seem to be anything wrong.
You can go check on him if you want. He's alive and well.
I probably
We're
will.
not planning on doing anything illegal.
He'll kind of let out a
Well-
sigh, like, well, that's good. You won't say I wasn't worried, more so because he's gonna point to his raggedy clothes. Not sure I could have done anything regardless of the fact.
Probably not. Anyway,
Probably not.
you may go back to your duties. And I walk away.
Uh,
Just perfect heel turn and start walking.
You can hear he's so cool in the background.
Was wandering around to hear about all of this stuff yet, by the way? Or
That's wonder. When did you leave? Did you hear about the whole Nick's currently freaking out, or?
I left right as that was starting, so no.
Oh, okay.
Okay, perfect. You come back mid Nux. Nux is now glowing and
Nux?
staring daggers at Tanya as you come back. Nix,
Nux.
not Nux. Nix.
Nux.
And you miss
Maybe
him
my
so
brain
bad.
is
That's
fried.
nuts.
You miss Nux so bad.
Their names are very similar.
Like peanuts?
Next. Hey,
Go on.
so
No, Nux.
just to be clear, again, I am now no longer voting that we even head to Noxus at this point, since obviously you got some problems.
I've got
and
problems.
I feel like you're like half the reason we're even a party. You have problems with them, as in they will probably try and do terrible things to you if we go there. So we shouldn't go there. We should find your friend and then,
I would rather not get
Alright.
hunted down like a dog by Noxus.
Because
and-
every
and-
bounty hunter having our faces, it doesn't sound.
I'm already being hunted by Demacia. What's one more nation?
Hayden,
yeah.
Not add more nations. Let's not add more.
Hayden, do I
I
need
would like to
to?
say that I would like to avoid being chased by any nation.
Yeah, babe?
Do I have to roll anything? You think? Because she is scared.
Or what?
She's scared right now.
You can.
Or do you think?
Yeah, go ahead and roll a wisdom.
Oh, wisdom
You're right.
check. Okay.
No dear.
Go roll a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Oh well, I rolled a
Yep.
16 earlier, and now I just rolled an 8 because I rolled the check first by accident.
We can take the 16 and add the additional. I believe it's like a +2 because of your proficiency.
It's
right
a +4.
now. You got an 18. You're able to +4. Oh yeah, there you go. So yeah, a dirty 20. You heard this is pretty shocking news for you, and you can feel paranoia begin to creep around you. But there's something about how your group is staring at you, less of fear and more like compassion as your newfound party is staring at trying to calm you down, and you're able to ward off any additional things.
All right, she's just gonna close her eyes, take a really deep breath, and say, "This shows me that he got out alive." And then is just going to just try and take deep breaths to stay calm.
Got, if I may ask, sorry, Nix. Got out alive from where? Or what? Or... It's insinuating that he was in some peril, and I'm wondering what kind of peril he was in, and if you were also in peril. Give us your lore! Give us your lore! Give me your lore!
She's just going to simply say, "Noxus," and then she's going to start walking towards the city gate so she can leave.
Honey, go ahead and roll me an insight check, please.
Oh. Oh, is she
Can I
lying?
roll one too?
I would, opinion, because of your nature, I will say yes. You can roll one as well.
Yay! Me too, me too!
Yay!
I will DM you what you know based
Tiny
off the
little
results.
hand clapping.
As this is going to be one of the very few insight checks that Bailey, you're not going to tell them what you know, and I'm going to message them anything they would.
Ooh, can I know what they know?
I got a 17.
Can I know what they know?
I'll let you know.
Okay. This is so
I will,
exciting.
I'm going to DM them specifically.
Okay.
So. All right, I will DM you that as you guys can continue on.
Okay.
You got a 17, you said, honey?
Yes,
I want to do
yes.
an insight check to see how mad Nix is at me.
Go ahead and roll an insight check.
Oh, and now
No.
I get a good roll. It's not on the your fault, not the you jumped out of a window roll, not the literally anything I've done this session. No, the hey, is she mad at me roll. Fine, okay. 23.
She's mad at you.
Wow.
Oh, show.
Well, as
Right.
far as she knows, she just saw it was a bounty and was like, "You're gonna kill him," so that's not okay.
I'm following after you, Nix.
Oh, thank you.
I feel like would we get the carriage moving?
Yes.
Since we started the adventure.
So she's like, "Bye."
Nix says we're going. Come on, y'all, get in, suckers. We're going on an adventure.
Alright, off we go then. Interesting.
So-
and weird.
Where are we heading though? Cause I don't feel like Noxus is a great idea anymore. Not that it was a good idea to begin with.
We have to go. We have to go. I'm not gonna get killed by. I'm not gonna get a bounty put on me because I have to go. I'm
You
sorry.
already have like an unofficial bounty on you. I mean, at this point,
Oh
We
wow.
only have
Oh. That's
The way I see it, we have three options. We go west into Demacia, to the east into Noxious, and then possibly south if we can avoid attention, or north to the Freljord.
Well, we're already south of Noxus. Like if we just don't cross
Or
the
we
mountains
manage-
and just like go along the coast, we could like.
Oh, there's a river right outside. We can jump in and start swimming as well.
Fillion, shut up.
You know, that would be a decent idea, except for the fact that one of us just hearts turns to look at Wandrin. His act made of actual rock. Wait, you don't need to breathe, do you?
No.
Okay, he can just walk on the
Well, I
bottom.
have lungs.
Oh.
Does it look like I have lungs?
No. When Warforges, they don't have lungs. So.
I'm not an expert in your anatomy.
You've been designed to look like you have them, but you don't have them. You kind of have.
You know,
like,
I haven't exactly explored your anatomy, so how am I supposed to know? You're made of rock.
True.
Again.
I just don't want us to get bounties put on us. At least me, because I didn't go when I was officially summoned by a very important individual that happens to reside in Noxus.
Are you a Noxian citizen?
Obviously, it doesn't matter whether I'm a Noxian citizen or not.
Kinda does.
Well,
You guys are going
Just-
my well-being! You're willing to put my... You know what, fine, let's go somewhere else. Why don't we just go to Demacia then?
Rich
No, let's just go wherever you want to go.
Okay. Can I
That would be great.
can I say something?
Yeah.
Of course.
For one, I have fought against some Noxian as well. So, for one, Noxians seem like to be more blunt force than going around away. So, for one, not going to Noxian and not knowing their plans is probably the most worst idea. Not knowing.
He's making sense. Listen to him. We're going... I'm going to Noxus. I have to.
And
it's not an
what?
option.
And for one, if we do not arrive at Noxus on time, I feel like Noxus will get more angsty and will actually send 3 platoons for Nyx at least.
I will say, during the conversation with the captain did specifically say, at one point, Swain seems to know your progress already, so that's why there's no worry about him sending like, guides with you.
I bring this up so it's back into the characters' minds.
You're good, thank you.
Hey, hypothetically speaking, if we just... hypothetically speaking, if we were all in the carriage, could Wandrin pull the carriage?
Have him make strength checks as he goes, but theoretically, yeah, he's kind of bulky dude, and a lot of you are really small.
And Wandrin
And he would be the only one to cause an issue.
sleep.
Oh,
It'll
well,
probably
for kicks, I just rolled and got 24, so yeah, probably could.
And you're the only one that might cause an issue because you are big. But Warforged don't need sleep, but they do have a rest mode that they're required to go into.
Yeah,
So it allows
no,
them to stay
exhaustion
awake,
will
like-
be fine.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't take exhaustion.
You don't? Oh,
Warforges don't.
That's kind of cool. Feels like
I'm
that
immune
sounds like
to
there's no
disease,
downside.
don't need to eat, drink, sleep, or breathe. Can't be put to sleep magically, and exhaustion does nothing to me.
Woo.
Because I am,
So,
in fact, not organic.
Yep.
I'm just saying that we could have Wandrin just double time us, like ditch the horses since they need to rest. Like we
There
have
are
horses
other
first.
consequences to a Warforged never rest going into his quote-unquote resting mode. However, the consequences are a lot
I don't-
less. But
Yeah, I also won't replenish any of my resources, or be able to heal.
I'm already attached to the horses. I've named them.
And the horses are much faster than me.
also, having somebody, even though you are not organic, having somebody pull something pretty heavy, because again, Tainted, you are a 15-foot long snake, you are a little heavy, and Gideon is also wearing like full plate. Having you
Only like
him pull
450
const-
pounds.
Yeah, having him pull constantly may not do any won't wear him down like mentally, like in terms of exhaustion, but it could cause damage.
it might hurt
The
him.
horses are still a better option, and just have me run.
All right.
Rock,
Okay.
We're not in a rush.
Maybe we should go catch up to Nyx and Wandrin, so that we can have this.
Yeah, no, we're just out.
Because it doesn't look like they're waiting for us.
They
Alright,
are
well, I suppose
3
that
miles away.
As you guys leave the camp, where are you guys headed to then?
We're headed to Nyx and Wandrin. So I guess where are you guys going?
To find him? I don't know. She doesn't know where he's at, but she's just walking.
Hey, there's this neat city nearby called Kilgrove. He might be there.
Oh, brother.
I love Tania so much.
It's just a little to the
The funny thing is, Nyx does not trust Tania at all right now because, well, oh my goodness, I want to be best friends with Tania so bad, but the things
There's
aren't just
also
working out because she came for him and scared her, and now she had the bounty against her best friend.
There's also Gorft to the south and Travail to the west.
I don't know. We really probably should go to Noxus so we don't get murdered. But I don't
That's
know.
what I've been
Yeah,
saying.
self-preservation.
But nobody wants to listen to me.
I've been trying to agree with you. That's what I've been trying to say too.
Okay, but here's
I'm trying
the
to find a
thing.
way to get my character to agree with you.
Okay, I just have a couple questions. So why do you think we would get murdered if we don't go to Noxus?
Is
Wouldn't
that-
they
even
just
know
force
why.
you to go?
I don't know why he even wants me to go.
They said we didn't get an option.
From what
He
I
said he
understand,
can't force
Swain
you,
is not a
but-
man to be told no.
If the problem is that they'll come after you and try and force you to go, and you're scared of that, that implies that you don't want to go. So why would you make it easy on them? Why would you just give up?
Because maybe he just wants to talk. Maybe.
Because, okay, so
Nobody
think of it
wants.
like this. Think of it like this. For one, it's like there's for one option of forcing you to go, or option for one willing to go, and there's less likely of murder on the charges of that.
And right now we are at the top of the totem pole at asking you to go, so let's try and keep it that way.
Yeah, we're on the top. We're on the least likely of getting murdered by Noxus right now. If we
Noxus
do
wanted to
not
kill you,
go,
the captain probably would have killed you.
Hey, Nyx.
yeah.
Oh, yes?
Hey, Nyx. They want your friend alive.
What's up?
They're not trying to kill him. If they wanted him dead, they would have put that in. They would have made that an option. Noxus most likely isn't trying to kill him. If there's more that you need to tell us so that we are aware of why, we're open. We won't judge you.
Well,
She's just gonna slowly nod, thinking it through. She doesn't say anything right now.
Well, currently.
Noxus has no qualms. Noxus has no qualms with killing.
well,
I'll tell you
that's
that.
I really think we should go to Noxus. I really do. I do. I think we should go
Okay.
there. I want to go to there.
Here's another thought. It takes a while for information about bounties to come and go. Maybe they've already found him, and news just hasn't reached this segment of the Quiet Sparrow, the Whispering Sparrow.
That is
The silent
That's
word.
going to get her attention.
Maybe he's
She's
already
gonna-
there.
Oh, sorry, go
We
ahead.
won't know until we ask.
Mm,
Okay, yep, that gets
We'll
her
look on the
attention,
way.
and she seems a lot more keen on the idea of going to Noxus now.
Well done, Wanda.
Did it!
okay.
Well done.
Yeah.
Good job!
There is
I'm so
always
proud
an
of you!
option, guys. We can jump in the river.
We're not jumping
Excuse
in
me,
the river.
Nick. It's just a guess, but like, the fact that like the request has come from Swain himself, would imply that the Noxian interest in you and your friend is very significant, like significant enough that they would be willing to shell out money to one of those fancy wizards that could
Walk away button! Walk away
Do
button!
long
Walk away button!
And you frightened her off again, Tania. God, we're not
I'm
gonna
just-
go
No,
nowhere.
she's just gonna keep walking. She's not really she's kind of still mad
Running.
at you because as far as she's concerned, you wanted
Oh,
to
it's
kill
actually
him even
back.
though if you said you didn't because trust issues.
True, Monk way quicker than you.
We are now
They
having
could
a
probably
foot race.
just try to find him, right? Like they're rich. It's their entire freaking kingdom.
So, Nyx, just a question. Are you Noxian royalty?
She's gonna like look really confused, and she's like, "No."
Then why would what? Because I know.
No more thinking. No more thinking. We're just getting started. We're leaving.
Thank you.
Oh.
Time to leave to the forest.
Would like to.
Do you guys want to
lead
know what
the
I named
charge,
the
essentially.
horses?
The horses have names now?
Yeah,
I named the horses Midnight and Brownie.
Brownie.
Oh my gosh! Okay, his name is now Cookie. Does that make you happy? I'm naming him Cookie.
I'm willing to bet
Midnight
that
and Cookie.
like Wandrin and I are like out of the cart since we're heavy. So like one of us on either side of the horses or the cart or whatever.
That works.
Whereas presumably the rest are in the cart because they are weak.
They would like to win the
I-
if they can. Yeah.
I say with my 12 constitution.
I have freaking more constitution than you weakling.
Can-
I'm a dodge.
Can
Laughs in 17.
Nyx ride on top of Midnight? Because she likes horses.
You may. I'm still gonna go based off the old animal handling check and the fact that you've been kind of hanging out with them the whole time. He would easily let you ride him. Yeah.
Yeah, she's just good petting him and
How
saying,
do
"Oh,
they
you're a
react
good
to
boy."
There's obvious like skittish with both Wandrin and Tanya anytime you guys get close to the horses, but you're in a fantasy
make an
world. You're
animal
probably not
handling?
yeah, you can roll an animal handling to see how much they like you. Yeah. You are not the.
Ah,
They've seen
15
weird
plus 1. 16.
things. I think the fact that
Ooh,
you're
nice.
not organic and don't really have the smell or the presence of like potentially a hunter makes them like you a lot quicker than normally they would.
I got a 15.
15. After you look kind of like, you definitely look like a predator to a horse, but after a while of you traveling alongside them, not doing anything, and the fact that you are actively talking with a couple of the humans they seem to trust, they seem
Nick-
to be okay with you. Who
Fun
is
fact, when
spearheading the
horses run-
current travel?
When horses run, they're inside round because there are them like made so that the motion of their running will like compress and then expand their lungs because they're monsters.
Horses are scary.
They breathe through their bones like birds, too.
Horses are rude.
Horrifying.
Some facts I did not need to know about horses.
And
That's part of why if they like
And they
break their
develop
legs,
a
it's like
cardiovascular
they're
disease.
asphyxiating.
It's
And
too
it's-
much horse information. It's scaring me. I'm scared. I'm scared and confused. Stop.
Let's change the subject and ask. Do you think his name is really Greg?
I'm gonna go ahead
Well-
and say that I don't think his name was Greg, or Devon, or George, whatever else he
Or
said.
Stefan.
Or Stefan? He said Stefan to you.
Possibly.
Alright, who's leading the charge essentially to essentially who's guiding the route along?
Somebody who's been in
The
Arxis.
next destination.
Well-
The next destination. You have the map, so there's no disadvantage roll, and somebody can assist, so you can roll with advantage. Whoever would like to.
I have perfect memory of terrain and maps because of background.
This is true.
I will like to assist.
Alright. Whoever would like to roll,
I would
roll
like
with
to
advantage.
assist. Yeah, I think we should let Wandrin the Wanderer.
Yeah, well, if he has
Yeah,
perfect
we're-
memory
we're-
of all terrain or whatever.
Go ahead and
Yeah.
roll a survival check with advantage.
And like,
Oh,
look at
lovely.
that. His token's in a different color. That must mean he's the leader.
Mhm,
That's what
mhm.
that means.
That
That's
is a
not
13
gonna
plus
happen.
3, 16.
16. Easy enough. All right, you believe you're on the right path towards. Oh, you can. Well, I guess another good question. Are you guys stopping at Kilgrove on the way to Noxus, or are you just deadlining straight to Noxus?
No, we should
That's
just
No,
go
straight.
straight.
I'm sorry. I'm not trusting the snake going to the underground places. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm not
probably.
trusting in the snake
Yeah, we
either.
should just go straight for sure.
All right, you
Alright.
are headed
Right,
towards
and
a
I'm not
large.
trusting. Hey, excuse me, Paladin.